What's going on, everybody? I am Captain RoBear, and this is Saved by the Spell Shadow Walkers number 68.
Hello, hello, hello.
We're getting so close. We're getting so close to episode 69.
Gotta do something
One
special
more.
For it. The second Valentine's Day. Hey, Serena, your hair looking long, girl.
Super long.
Look at that. Look at that mane. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you in chat.
Good to see you. It's been a minute.
I know, it feels like it's been forever, ever. We,
Flu will get you. Flu's gonna get you.
Who's gonna get you?
Stay the hell away from me.
I think Carly started it.
I never had the flu.
She was just sick.
Just had a head cold.
What? Gross.
You got the flu. I guess my immune system is just really good.
You're a trash person.
Or, you know, don't get the flu shot.
Dude.
No, I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't care.
The worst part is there's not, because I have a beard, there's no way I can like actually get a respirator mask when I go to PAX East next week, because it won't make a seal. So I'm just out there rolling the gamble, dude.
Get the full
head mask?
Yeah.
The full head, yeah.
But
That suit, rocket.
I'm at that point, I'm one step away from being Karkid's leather daddy with a full guest mask, you know.
That's his
Gotta
motif.
bring that coronavirus back to Missouri.
Oh god. Well, good news, I'm not gonna hang out with anybody there. I'm gonna be like on the con floor for like an hour and then I'm out. Deuces.
Well, alcohol kills everything, right? So I think as long as you're in a perpetual state of drunken, you'll be okay.
I honestly think
there
that
we go.
my addiction to hot things and vinegar and alcohol is actually what's kept me alive all this time. It's a self-pickling system that I've used to my advantage.
Everything's trying to kill you at once, so it just kills each other before they can kill you.
Yeah. It's a constant state of light chemo.
I don't know how I avoided getting sick considering how fragile my immune system probably is, because I stay in my little precious bubble, and then I went out to see you guys and somehow escaped getting sick, so it's lucky, I guess.
You can counteract this by increasing your amounts of sloth and not actually taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever be as disgusting as when I would see roommate sheets in college. That is definitely where dreams have gone to die. Like, you sleep on that? I would rather sleep in the trash can than what I saw. Head movies I can't get rid of.
I don't know how we survived Red House. That was just one giant plague.
Oh.
Chat, my college house, I refused to do laundry or take a shower there.
Oh.
I literally just barely lived there. I was there for the party and to have a room.
You couldn't walk through the kitchen without losing a sandal.
Yeah.
That's really gross.
Oh, dude, that house was.
It was bad.
That house deserved every ounce of bulldozing that it finally received.
Yeah. I'm putting hand sanitizer on just thinking about that. Gross.
Oh, it gives me heebie-jeebies thinking about it. Dyson, you got some announcements this week, my dude?
I had nothing going on. I've just been trying to get over the plague the last couple weeks. Last week was the culmination of 2 strains of the flu and pneumonia. Be dealing with lung issues for a while. So yeah, that's my life. Work and being sick. It's pleasant being an adult sometimes.
Have you yeah, you got one stream in, didn't you?
I streamed once last week and I started back up this week. I did Monday and Tuesday. I'm back in action for now.
Cool.
I saw you gave your poor lovely wife the flu as well for Valentine's.
I got diagnosed on Tuesday. She went into work that night and came home in the door just bawling the next morning. She's like, "You gave me the flu." Like, sorry. You're a nurse. You should have a better immune system.
Couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle Valentine's Day.
Gross. Gross.
My days, our whole week consisted of sleeping for probably 36 hours out of a 4-day span.
That sounds amazing.
It was
I would
good.
sleep for 36 hours. That would be great.
I damn near did today, man. I had to recharge. I was pushing it to the limit, and that wasn't working out so well for me. 8 hours of sleep felt mighty fine. You got any announcements this week, Serena?
I haven't been doing too much. We may or may not be doing some Dead by Daylight on Friday with SerenityShen and maybe EndlessChad. We'll see how he feels. And other than that, I've been trying slightly to make dice.
Yeah.
So it's going okay. I'm too excited. Like, I'm too used to cooking when you're mixing things that it's not good. But other than that, I've just been doing artsy fartsy stuff.
Artsy fartsy stuff is bitching.
More artsy. Yeah, I'll take it.
Is it your usual style of art?
It actually isn't. See if I can reach. Meh.
Did you stream your dice making?
Yeah, put her headphones back in.
Oh yeah, she took her headphones out.
Yeah, sorry, what'd you say?
Did you stream your dice making?
No, it's not very entertaining. And it takes like 20 minutes. It's me sitting there slowly like...
Everything is content, Serena.
No, I'll give you a little sneak peek. This is mirror number, I guess 4, because it's the least complete, but I'm doing mirror etching of my favorite video games.
Whoa.
There's a little sneak peek.
That's awesome.
That's badass.
I may or may not have fingers afterwards, but yeah.
You make me Elder Scrolls Online. I give you money.
we see if I have hands after I finish.
I give you new fingers. You make.
Okay. Fingers with special ability, yes. Special fingers.
Little babushka, one TSO.
Little babushka, one TSO.
But yeah, other than that, just chilling out.
Mike, Carl, announcements this week?
We had some super amazing, wonderful, lovely friends come visit us from Columbus last weekend, so we got to show them around St. Louis for the first time.
Really? They've never come into St. Louis before.
Yeah, we took them up in the big old scary arch, and I personally love the arch, but most people are like, oh my god, it's so high up off the ground, you're inside this giant arch. It's pretty great. Took them to some other really cool places around town, went to all of the half-price books in this area, there are 3. And then ate a bunch of really tasty food. In other, like, techie, I guess, kind of news, I finally found out how to take myself off of... I have so many roles in this one Pokemon Go Discord that I'm in, and I was getting like 200 red notifications a day just from this Pokemon Go Discord, and I finally figured out today how to take the roles off that were giving me all these notifications. I feel very smart. Don't harsh my buzz because I don't understand things. It takes me a long time, so I just feel really smart right now.
Discord has a learning curve, no doubt.
Huge learning curve.
No doubt.
Oh, yeah.
There's still sometimes I'm like, there'll be a Discord that pops off suddenly, like 3 months later, and I'm getting like tech support issues from it. I'm like, I thought I had this thing silenced. No, no.
Right? I even had like each individual channel inside this Discord muted, and I was almost ready just to be like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna leave this Discord forever. But I persevered, figured out how to do it.
Congratulations.
He's
Oh,
dying.
God.
It's fine.
Yep, I'm slowly dying. That's my update.
Aren't we all?
All right, existentialism. It's great. No, I'm having a cough drop because I'm coughing a lot. I got these cool magma-looking dice for whenever I make a new flamey character, if I ever do.
I
They're
mean,
very cool. Oh no.
Oh. Oh no.
Got it. I also got a new key light, and I got a stream deck. Thanks to the Buck family. It's a lot of fun. I've been streaming on Mondays, which has been cool. Started a new game called Wolson, Lords of Mayhem, kind of like Diablo and Path of Exile combined. I got the plague, and I had a job interview yesterday, so big boy stuff. It was a lot of fun. It went well, I think. So hopefully hear back. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Yeah.
Wolson looked very cool, but those skill trees, man, Path of Exile and Wolson, those skill trees, they're scary.
Not only is it enormous, there's 3 wheels, and you can turn the wheels to make different paths. It's
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Too much.
All you need are stab and steel and hide. Burn. Yeah. Stab, steel, hide, burn. Pet animal.
Get on it, devs.
Get on it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was another thing. I hope you guys enjoyed Leon's lovely little choice with the deck. Big old deck I got here. Chose a lovely card for me. Not looking good.
If anybody is not on Serena's Instagram, you need to see the cat choice. At first I didn't know what it was, and I just had scrolled through and I was like, oh, this is somebody's cat. And I'm like, oh shit, Leon's pulling a card from the deck of many things. I get hit 3 or 4 pages later. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what it is. Because I have equal amount of cats to children in my Instagram at 35 years old. So, you never know.
Yeah, I both put it on the gram and tweeted it. That was my those are my social networking for the week, for the month
or year. I saw you post that, and it actually sent me a notification on my phone and said, "Oh, SerenityShen posted for the first time in a while," and I was like, "Ha ha ha." She sure did.
It took me a good while too, because I'm like, how do I tag people? How do I do this?
Oh, I'm gonna send you a picture in the Discord. Don't you worry, I got you covered.
I can hear Chad from wherever he is just being like, "You're old, Grandma." That's what he would say to me.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah, there you go.
Friggin' loser.
Announcements over here for this week. Next week I will be going to PAX East. So there will be no Shadow Walkers and no Game of Saving Throws. Tormund's Quest will move, I know that. I don't know if I will correspond and get to have a D&D game on Tuesday, but this one's a little different because I fly out on Wednesday. Normally, I'm just a glutton for punishment and I fly out after we play on Wednesday night, but that is not the case. Almost all of my business is on early Thursday morning in Boston, so I will be gone. So we'll have another break before we hop back into this campaign again. But then we'll be back the following, and hopefully I do not get the plague. That's what we're praying for. Uh-oh.
It'll catch up.
It'll catch up.
That was a big one. That was a big blip. No, on that one I'm surprised I didn't get knocked offline because it like weighted over everything. Yeah, updates. So now over on the Spark side in channel rank, you will see over in the bottom at your channel rank that you have, I have increased the amount for actual chatting inside for rank. They actually award 20 hearts now. Sparks have actually, wow, that's looking really weird. It's probably just because it hasn't updated. Yeah, this one. Yeah, there we go. Chat is actually 40 hearts now, and Sparks are no longer on the board for channel rank. So what does this mean? It means that after we hit 35 million on the Spark Crystal, I disable the mixed play board. So essentially have people have a chance until we use up all 35 mils rolls on the million button. If you end up hitting the nat 20, then you end up getting free stream loots packs. Just like that, Lockie gets one. Bada bing, bada boom. So weird. That total hacks. After a really rough patch of luck, Lockie is red hot right now. There's no doubt about it. Between magic packs and this.
Damn.
Yes. I will get that stream loot pack to you here in just a second. I did the awful thing of resetting my browser cache on everything because I've been trying to get my bookmarks haven't been displaying. Like my icons, they've been broken. So I went and tried to cleanse everything, but that meant me logging out of the 1,000 sites that I go into.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, it's I'm like,
cash, baby.
What your passwords are anywhere.
if it wasn't for
a lot of mine all the time.
yeah, if it wasn't for Google keeping all of them, I would be doomed, dude. 100%.
Thank you, Google overlords. Appreciate you.
Thank you. You control my life. Yeah. So that'll be that'll be shutting off here in just a second because I think you guys have almost already tipped us out of that. But I will be making changes. Eventually, I will end up having a stream loot set up where it is going to award you guys hearts. It's going to take me a minute because I'm going to have to add a bunch of special modifiers into commands into my bot to get to do it. But once I get there, it will be awarding hearts for channel rank as well. So you will have a much clearer pathway. I've also put in feedback that I want control on the back end on Mixer side for my rank, because I would love to max and raise the amount of hearts that you got for both subbing and gifting subs, but I can't. It's literally at its max. So if I get more control over it, I'll be able to tinker with the economy a little bit better on it. Also, after this crystal, after this go through, I will be letting your modifiers account when you roll on the spark crystal. So as of right now, it doesn't, but starting next week, if you do have the modifiers, it will count for trying to hit that wonderful free stream loot pack. Other than that, we don't have Chad this week. Hopefully we get him back this week. So we'll miss him, but he'll be back. He will be back. Normal Tormund's Quest tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. CST, and we will also be having another normal start time for Game of Saving Throws on Friday at 10:30 p.m. CST. Other than that, we will be streaming Magic after this, so we'll conclude the session at 11:30 tonight, and me and One Up are going to be playing Magic from midnight till 4 in the morning. So if you guys want to brawl and hang out with us in community challenges, we'll be challenging y'all subs and having a good time.
Late night Magic with DJ Jazzy Jeff.
I wish I could be as cool as DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Also, in case Rob forgets, if you guys are subbed to me or RoBear or any Mixer partner on the platform, check your billing. Because both of us have had reports of auto renews breaking. There is some behind the scenes work going on throughout this month. So if you want to keep your sub streaks, make sure you check your billing regularly to make sure they don't get canceled, because it is happening.
100%. I lost one of my streaks for one of my best friends, and I saw three other streaks are currently to be canceled. I'm gonna have to re-renew specifically on their channel. Yeah. If you
it's getting worked on this month though, so keep your fingers crossed it rolls out. It's all fixed.
I don't want to go through another sub again, and dear God, no. So yes, please check yo billing.
Check your nuts. It's important.
It is important. You should check.
Without.
You know, I was just reading a story
You
about.
need to check your nuts. You can go.
I was.
Lumps are bad.
I was wanting to talk to my physician about that, but I happen to have a very young, attractive lady physician as my primary care at the VA. And I don't know how to ask for like an older male doctor. Is that sexist?
Just let her feel your nuts. She does. You know what? I bet she's seen far, far, far worse things on the outside and inside of a person's body that are there probably, you know, on purpose. Like,
Can confirm.
It's not about what she has or hasn't seen. It's the fact that she's.
If you're not
I don't want an
comfortable with it,
attractive
just ask
doctor.
her. She probably gets it all the time, and
Okay.
just be like, "I'm more comfortable with a guy. Could you find a guy to do this exam?"
could you find a guy to touch my nuts?
Yeah.
I find this interesting coming from the man who's been to multiple nude beaches.
There's a difference. I'm not walking around a nude beach like, hey, ask me about my wiener.
Check lumps for the boy.
You convinced me now that if I want the complete opposite too. I would rather not have a young attractive physician touch my nuts. I would rather go to the nude beach and have all the old dudes touch my nuts.
Sandy.
Y'all are real sensitive about this. You know how many gynecologists are men? Get over it.
I'll sign the waiver, Doc. Drill. Don't care.
Interesting
in there.
internet sidebar that's going to be on the internet forever.
Forever.
You're welcome.
Well,
Touch your nuts.
Anyway.
I mean, the joke's
Tyson's nuts, please.
joke's on everybody. You'd actually have to have health care to do that.
No.
Go on the internet. Check your nuts.
WebMD.
Straight person in an alleyway. They'll check your nuts.
Check your nuts.
You know what?
Go to the library and look it up.
Let's take baby steps first. How about everybody take a fucking shower and wash their bed sheets? We're gonna make some. We need to walk before we run.
Bed sheets. You don't understand how amazing it feels if you're fresh out of the shower and you have brand new clean sheets on.
Oh,
Best feeling. Best feeling.
we cleaned our sheets tonight.
Yep. Wash your sheets in the shower with you, if that's what works.
Wash your body with your sheets. Check your nuts in the shower.
One of the greatest intros of all time.
One-stop shop.
That
Well done with that gif. Well done. Oh, that little puppy. Played too much Halo. All right. Well, I think it's time, Mord.
That is so loud.
I turned it up.
It actually didn't play on our streams.
Last time on Saved by the Spell.
Yay!
There it goes.
It's improved. I like it. It's nice and loud. Last week, 2 weeks ago, actually, after you guys had dispensed of the Sky Pirates and somehow negotiating to probably not kill your first prisoner ever in any D&D campaign you've ever played.
Not true. Not true. We had that one stupid guy who we had the NPC watch in the prison cell, and he escaped.
I am not an NPC.
But your character was an NPC.
I'm not an NPC. I'm with you. I'm a DMPC.
That doesn't count. We can't play that character. It's an NPC.
Don't you dare call me an NPC, Serena. Don't you dare.
That's all I see people at the grocery store as NPCs.
I was bound and left in my whitey tidies after that. You don't know what it feels like.
Fine.
Fine, I'm gonna start DMing as a Skyrim character. Get your hands off of that bread.
I don't want to catch you stealing any sweet rolls.
You guys commandeered their pirate ship and begin to slowly descend through the fog into the Basilisk Bog.
Did we kill them? I've been gone a hot minute.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Except for one.
Except for one, Murdy Medusa, who you essentially bartered for secrets and where the loot caches were on this pirate ship.
I got wings.
He found a rifle.
It's like a kite suit.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
We're gonna pick up with you guys descending in between those low clouds into the Basilisk Bog. Go ahead and roll a perception check, everybody.
Don't fuck me, Serena.
Oh.
Oh, hell yeah! Namesake! Doing me proud.
Don't fuck me, namesake.
You said it correctly this time.
I thought about it. Didn't say it wrong this time.
Namesake, you're doing me bad.
Oh!
Namesake did me good. Hey.
26.
26.
8.
22. Hey, look, both of my namesakes are 17.
Araigneé. What'd you get?
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Lockhart and Klashgar are locked into a vehement conversation over which is better, pickle loaf or standard bologna.
Bologna.
Ew, it's pickle loaf.
Oh, you don't understand. It's all about pickle loaf.
Pickle
Oh,
loaf is disgusting. You can't pickle a loaf. If you do, you're defying science and wizard magic.
I don't even know what I'm arguing. It's like I don't even know you anymore. Everyone else.
I can't believe we became friends I became friends with a pickle loaf man.
Everyone else is able to see as we descend down. You can see the lean-tos and the huts and the rudimentary structure of these folks that have been dwelling out in the swamp. Immediately that musk, that swamp musk hits strong. If you've ever been on Bourbon Street, you know it's not just the vomit. It's a little bit mixture of like seafood and fart.
Oh,
An old
God.
absinthe.
Yeah, that strong in the nose. You can hear as we break a little bit of the cloud cover, you can actually hear gulls. You can turn and look out to the port side and you could actually see the ocean for once.
Last time we were at the ocean, not so great things happened.
Make ocean noises. Put your sunscreen on. Are you swept away?
Carl Gull is as delicious as fucking Chad Bobcat. As you glide in, you can fully see from the outskirts of these lean-tos and mud huts and straw thatch as it gets a little bit more industrial into kind of a proper city. It develops into more of a port town where there's some more wooden structure as we continue to glide down into a small outskirt area where you kind of land inside of a kind of like a little tiny bog. Like there's a big fat frog on a lily pad that has to jump out of the way when we settle our sky ship down outside of that city.
Did we take a long rest, or are we still as we were? I don't know how long it took to get here.
Let's just go ahead and, for the sake of brevity, say you guys have went ahead and knocked out a long rest on getting here.
That's good.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
I did not have a lot of health left.
I know, brain good, no blood left.
Awesome. So Lockheart, have you been to this area before?
I haven't spent a lot of time down south. I just know it's typical port town.
Do you think they would have anywhere we could repair our ships?
I'll be able to repair our ship with time. And this one, considering it's a port town, we should be able to repair this ship as well.
Very well.
It will just take some time. Not much, so. We shouldn't be here for more than a week.
I suppose we should figure out what we are going to do with our... I guess it is a captive. Couldn't think of a better term for her.
Araigneé, didn't we agreed to let her go when we landed, right?
I have not done this before. Do we just let them go and they just go back into nature?
That's kind of
was part of the agreement. She
was
said
part of
she'd
the
show
agreement.
us the treasure, and that's what we came to an agreement upon, and I'm a man of my word.
Okay.
I know you like to kill things, but that's...
I just am not fond of people coming back and stabbing me.
We should put a bag over her head and tie it, and tell her to walk. I heard about it once. I saw some man doing a puppeteering show, and they did that to a prisoner, and, well, turns out he just came back and murdered them all, but it worked for, like, most of the film. It was great.
I think I'll just be leaving now. Thank you. I appreciate you sparing my life, but I will take my leave now.
I throw a bag at her.
It just hits
it
just hits the side of her arm. She's already on the edge of the vessel, and she's just gonna hop down, and you just hear a splash into that bog as she begins
That would have been hilarious
to
if
make
it
her
was a
way.
lot deeper than it was.
and considering the splash, you look away. Yeah, she's soaked about waist high. It's enough to keep the ship buoyant.
The bag was for you to help you breathe, idiot.
Klashgar, I'm not sure that's... Never mind.
I know how filters work. I don't.
I was gonna say, do you?
Ooh,
Do not.
Karkid's got an item H.
So Karkid has 2 items.
E and a H.
Hey?
Popular bird. Lockheart, do we need to find supplies for you? Surprise, motherfucker. Sorry.
Surprise.
If let's look over here. Lockhart's gonna roll and take a little bit of assessment on what's needed for this boat. Everything else is gonna be magical in nature for his. It really just looks like we need a new set of sails on this vessel. You guys can decide if you want to keep it or if you want to bring it along. The choice is yours. I'll repair both if you want me to.
Well, I don't know what we need 2 boats for. Perhaps we could sell one. For parts or whatever, or trade. I feel like 1 boat is probably sufficient.
See, that is where I think a whole bunch of boats. Why not have 2 boats? I mean, there is the pocket one that is for emergencies, and then this one could be our main boat.
That's not a bad idea. Then we wouldn't get in the situation that we got in last time. And we can just use this one for emergency like it's been used for before.
I am fine with that as well.
Ooh, Klashgar, you got a brutal critical, my dude.
Yeah.
So yes, it looks like other than a little bit of burning here and there, I could use at least 3 to 4 bundles of fresh pine and a new set of sails. I'll check out its navigational equipment. I'm gonna do another inspection of the vessel.
What happens with the magical boat as, once it goes back in its small form? Does it just self-repair over time?
Unfortunately, it does not self-repair. I have to use my magical hammer on it. So it won't need new supplies, but it will take time. I'll have to open it. On that vessel, the magical one will be quicker than the physical, probably. It just takes the dedication of hours. I'm gonna go ahead and roll and see how many hours of repair it's gonna take me. It's gonna take me 10 hours.
Wow.
Well, we have been on the move for quite some time. Maybe a little downtime here in this southern part of the lands will do us good.
It has been a while since we've been to a beach.
A beach? I've never been to a beach. Just to relax.
You see me come out of the lamp. Yeah, you were going to a beach.
Yes, we could go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach.
To the beach.
To the beach.
Fine, but as long we're not bringing any pickle loaves. Looking at you, Lockheart.
You have no taste, Klashgar. No
I have
taste.
all the taste buds. My tongue is bigger. I have more taste buds. Blah.
More
And I just get right in his face.
More piccolo for me, and matter of fact, when I find a roll of bologna, I'm gonna pickle it in front of you.
Until you all
Lockheart,
taste the
that's
delicacies of Oberly, you're both.
What do you
You're
speak
wrong.
of this Oberly?
Is
Yeah,
it more bugs?
shut up.
Please tell me it's not more bugs, Karkid.
No, it's a fine
Oh.
local meat from where I'm from. It's quite the tasty treat.
Oh, just you saying that, I thought of it, just a giant roll of bologna with this bug's ass just wiggling in it. Oh. Oh. I think everybody needs to go get a drink. Klashgar's all wound up over here.
Yep. Gonna get some loaf. Oh,
Excuse me.
I'm elbowing people.
Yeah, it seems like we got a little case of cabin fever here.
I start marching away with both hands in the air. Just loaf.
Carl, did you come out with your little kitty friend on your head?
Obviously.
Oh, you have a mirror too.
Important information.
Excuse me? You have loot you have not told her of?
There is a cat mirror. You got an item A. It's a cat mirror. It just gives you a cat ear filter.
It's a Snapchat filter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the last thing I wrote down.
Yeah.
All right then.
You just have it.
All right, that's cool.
Do with it what you will. That was a Rob special.
And you still have your kitten that you found on the pirate ship as well.
We found a cat?
I found a
An
cat.
actual cat?
Yeah.
Found a cat.
On our ship, not on the pirate ship.
Oh yeah, it was actually on our ship. Yep.
You're on mute, Tyson.
No, I was lip singing. It's fine.
Okay, whatever you say, buddy. It's like
literally lip singing.
I was like, what is going on?
Okay. Trying to help brother out. Okay. Well, I'm off in the distance. You can barely hear me screaming loaf anymore.
Did you jump off the ship? You gotta
Oh,
go.
yeah, whatever I needed to do, I'm doing it.
Okay.
It's green, I'm green, we mesh.
You also land about waist deep into the bog. As it splashes, you knock a handful of vegetation about 3-4 feet away from you.
I start using my greatsword as like an oar to like just kind of push through it. Just loaf. And I'll try and make a path for everyone else since I'm the biggest.
There's a very grumpy looking turtle giving you the side eye.
I try and boop him.
Rude.
A bite out at you.
RoBear, correct me if I'm wrong. Versatile on a weapon is you can use it one-handed or two-handed, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
As we're getting off the ship, I unsheathe both staves. I don't. What's plural for staffs? Is it staves?
Staves.
Mm-hmm.
Staves. And I have the lightning, the staff of striking, and the staff of lightning and thunder. One of them I start doing like the twirling, just balance check both of them, like freaking Darth Maul style twirling. Klashgar, have you seen mine? These staffs are incredible.
Oh yeah, those things look pretty sick. You could beat away a lot of these stupid turtles, and I noticed there's more. I'm just disturbing all the wildlife, as there's more turtles.
Lots of little eyeballs popping out from the swamp, just kind of like.
And I'm just like hacking, like.
I will. Is there any, like, is it all water that's surrounding us, or is there like a little dry area I can land on if I climb down? Or is it all?
Oh yeah, you can go off the front or the back of the vessel, and you'll land on dry.
Okay, I will definitely aim for the dry land.
Yeah, and
Lord knows what is living, leeches, like. Blech.
And you're smart enough. You just take the ladder and you just move it over to the backside of the vessel and properly climb down.
I shall do that.
And
Are you staying on the ship, or are you coming with?
I'd like to have a vessel before I sit here and mindlessly work my life away. And I too take the rope ladder back down.
Lame.
Says the man who has a
Lame.
We're not even over
you
here
have a
anymore.
turtle on your butts.
Fashion. Just keep going.
Shaking your booty with a turtle like chomped on.
I like it.
Yeah,
The shell's still
What do
on.
we see as we disembark the ship here? Are there people walking around? Are there?
we're outside of this town proper, kind of out in the swamp a little bit. You know, on the horizon, we can see a full-fledged small port town. You can see a couple of ships are in the port. You can see a handful of small wooden buildings that surround the water's edge, and it kind of filters out to smaller thatched residential structures as the town kind of sprawls back in. As you look out, there's not so much a wonderful beach as you'd hope. There's just a lot of low-lying marshland, and it's kind of like trying to enjoy the ocean in a rough part of Florida. You're definitely getting the lagoon side over here. Not so much Fort Walton Beach.
Lockhart, I've not been this far south. Do we need to speak, I don't know, to the port keepers, or I don't know, to make sure our boat is fine here, our ship? I don't know if we need to pay a docking fee or.
Without airship, we'll be fine back this way. So they don't really have this is a seafaring port. They don't really have one for airships. This will be the best place for it for a while. We can tend to it if we need to. When I'm in town for a little bit, I can come back and fetch it and actually bring it into proper port here if we need to.
Okay. Well, I was just curious. Perhaps I'd like to buy you a drink.
I'd like to drink that from you.
Let's perhaps head into town here and find some appetizers and some well-deserved drinks for everyone.
And loaf.
Klashgar.
If you are buying,
Perhaps-
then I will drink.
Perhaps we can get into a small sparring session again, Klashgar. It's been some time since we've trained each other.
Trained. Just letting you know, those little talons don't quite pack quite the punch anymore. Just throwing that out there, and I'm just gonna flex every single muscle when I do that. Just letting you know, became kind of a hard body since we last trained. And then I promptly, if I'm walking up near them, I want to shake off whatever is swamp I have on me, directed towards Araigneé as much as possible.
Klashgar! What's wrong with you? Don't throw turtles.
Well, that's for saying there was a turtle on my butt.
There was.
Well, you said it in a condescending tone. So now look at you.
There's still
Swamp covered.
like 3 leeches on Klashgar.
Good. Gotta bleed it out sometimes. It's medicinal.
I just like blech.
Leeches by Avion.
Ugh,
I think
disgusting.
I think Klashgar needs a drink as well.
I think Klashgar needs a fucking bath.
The ale will
walk
smell
on it
better than
anyway.
him. As you disembark, everybody making their way through the swamp into the port city. Klashgar,
Yes.
you were about to say something. I
I
interrupted
was just saying I'm ready. I just start marching off yelling loaf again.
you.
You are loaf.
Loaf.
Go ahead and you guys roll a perception check.
You're pretty good.
All right. 15.
21.
23.
7.
Oof.
Wah, wah.
I'm obsessed with the cat that's on my head. Cat's on my face. I've casted Levitate on myself. I'm just kind of hovering behind y'all, and I'm just like playing with the cat.
Bloody's gonna walk over to Araigneé. Araigneé, if you could take Daddy Fat Nuts, and I'm gonna see if there's any relatives left here in the outskirts in the residential area. I'll catch up with the rest of you here in just a bit. Just want to check in and see. Okay?
Alright, I will. Don't get lost.
I do.
I'll take DFN and I'll do. I'll put him on my head.
And he looks,
Before you go,
he looks left and-
perhaps you could-
Before he does, he looks like left and right. Make sure that nobody else is, the majority's not looking. I love you. He goes in to snatch a forehead kiss, and then he's immediately turns his head and Karkid's right there, saying,
Hey, maybe before you go,
What?
could you leave your broom here in case we get into trouble?
"Oh, no, I'm gonna ride my broom.
Oh,
I gotta get all the way over there. You can just You just fly with the big wings.
It's more for Araigneé. You know, I don't think you want me carrying her around, and she probably would feel more comfortable on the broom. It's more of
As
a...
much as I would love to sit on his wooden plume, I am perfectly capable of getting myself around.
Motherfucker trying to shake down fucking magical items. I'll be riding my broom, thank you.
That's fine. I just, you know, Godspeed, sir. I'll make sure Araigneé is taken care of.
Chad will be proud of me of my defense of my his magical item. I turn and
myself cocky.
bend the brim of my hat down and look over. Oi! Give it a little oi, Daddy Fat Nazi. Oi! As he curls up and.
You fats. I love you.
Oh, it's just like going in front of the school again. He takes off with his broom and flies.
That looks fantastic when you ride the broom.
He clenches just a little bit, flexes it as he goes away, just like if he was riding a crotch rocket. Essentially is with that broom. Oh,
Yeah.
oh God! Yeah, and when he gets away, he's like, "Oh my nuts! Oh God!" Ugh. He has to adjust himself, but he acts cool as far as the visual distance will go.
He's got to check those nuts.
Broom will tell if they got them lumps.
Gotta check those nuts.
Check those nuts.
Touch your nuts.
We'll do that with a whole campaign with Daddy Fat Nuts. As you guys
Let's make our way to the bar.
edge closer, you can begin to make out the first sign of the building that's next to the ports. It does. It has a couple of sweet tankards on either side. And you can see it's actually the snoring fox. As there's a small sleeping fox that's wrapped up in the middle. Snoring fox, eh? I like it. I like
I
it.
really hope that there is, in fact, a snoring fox inside here.
As you guys push open the large arched wooden door, you're immediately hit with that pleasant warmth of the fire inside. And the first thing that you can see is that there's a essentially like a catwalk that's up above of beams inside this almost 2-story, but not almost, I mean it is 2-story. And you can see that there is actually, it's kind of a walkway where there is a small fox can kind of get around the entire bar. You can see it sleeping in a small thatched bed that's actually above the bar, and it can kind of get around from this. And I've actually been to a bar that had a cat, that a half bobcat in Indiana, where that cat could use the entire structure up above. Yeah, and it could get around and it would go up to your tables and want to be held and all that. Yeah, it was adorable.
What I need the name
Yeah.
of the bar
We
for
need
research
Rob.
purposes.
It was, unfortunately, he has passed away now.
No.
Dare
He's
you.
no longer, he's no longer with us.
And dream.
But
Play anymore.
I don't know if they've replaced or not replaced him, but I don't know if they've gotten another bar cat. But yeah, it's also a distillery, so you'll love this place.
You said Indiana.
It's in India. It's not far from where Ethan and his wife live. It's a wonderful place. It's also an inn.
We need to go back to Indy. That was so fun.
Go once a year, man. Don't sleep on Naptown, baby.
What Gen Con is, isn't it?
The warmth of the fire hits you guys. You can see the comfortable snoozing little fox curled up in a ball back behind the bar. It's currently it's the lunchtime crowd. So, but much like the lunchtime crowd in New Orleans or in any port city, there's still plenty of people that are getting their drink on at this moment.
I will head to the bar.
I follow.
I'll find a good
You-
seat.
You guys get a seat. I'll head to the bar and buy us around.
And a loaf.
Araigneé, do you have any money? Or just kidding, I have my own. It was a
Did you
joke.
not say?
It was a joke.
I'm surprised at you, Karkid. Usually you're not one for many jokes.
I'm in a pleasant mood tonight. Maybe it's because Buford is no longer here. I don't know. It could be coincidence.
Or because the last bar/inn we were in, you had made quite the ruckus.
Did I?
Yep.
Call no such thing.
Well, I heard some things. It's true.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to the bar. I'll be back.
As you make your way up.
Me, I have to order a loaf.
As you make your way up to the bar, you find a middle-aged shopkeeper, short crew cut, well trimmed beard, flannel shirt tucked into some jeans, and a kind of a well worn ivory stained at this point apron, back polishing a couple of the wooden tankards.
I want to be friends with this person you just described.
Hello, barkeep. What is your name?
It's you, feathered friend. My name is Stanwick. Nice to meet you.
Stanwick, it's a pleasure. My name is Karkid, and this is my trusted companion, Klashgar.
Do you sell loaves?
Those, we have all kinds.
I will take any loaf other than pickle.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We specialize in pickle loaves.
We'll take a pickle loaf too, just to cover our bases.
Oh, you must start with a pickle loaf. It's
Send them out at the same time, but do not
Immaculate.
let them touch. Do not let them touch. It is vital.
no,
Do not let the loaves touch.
it's fine. It's fine if you're not into the pickle. Understand? We can get a very here. Have you ever had Liebercase, boy?
I don't know what you just said, Gesundheit.
And he pulls out one of the loaves, and Liebercase it's like a giant loaf of delicious German bologna, but the top of it is scored and made into cracklins. Oh, it's so good.
It looks like someone's already eaten it, which is the best kind of food. So I will take 3 of them.
Isn't it going to be a strange and interesting day today?
Do you have any deviled beetles or grub of any sort?
We oh my, how do you find these gifts? It's amazing. We have the water bug variety. And pulls up a giant lobster out of one of the tanks from behind the back. Have you ever had one of these? And then points over to a handful of crawfish that he has next to that tank. You have not lived until you've had some of these.
I have not, but they look delightful. I do like my hard-shelled critters, so we'll take some of those in your best ales, your best whiskeys, and your best wines.
Not a problem. We can do that. I will send out, obviously, considering we'll do half and half of actual boiled and then raw for you.
That works just fine for me.
I love that one. It's the best gift.
As he turns his head after talking to you, you could immediately hear his dialect change as he shouts back to the kitchen. Hey yo, let's head on Tom yo. Let's see it. Yeah, but on don't say.
Gesundheit.
What?
Oh,
Are you okay, my friend?
just speaking to the wonderful employees of this establishment. I try to keep my dialect as neutral as possible when we have a lot of guests. Can't quite understand what we're saying all the time down here.
Very, very interesting. And I start speaking Infernal to see if he can understand me.
Can't hear a lick of that demon tongue, my friend, but as they let it, le bon temps rules, man.
Just
Well,
curious.
Karkid, I know you're really good with interpersonal communication. I'll leave you here to deal with this and the tab, and I'll just walk off.
No, that is fine. What is the damage, good sir?
Next up, meal. What's this? Carry the 3. That'll set you back about 5 gold.
5 gold, all right. And I'll throw in an extra gold just for your hospitality.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Where the fuck is gold on this sheet?
You guys have so
Inventory?
much. You have so
It's
much
current.
gold.
If you go to equipment, it's under currency, top right, underneath the bar there.
Oh, there it is. All right,
By
thanks.
the way, we did get 750 gold on the ship that we haven't divvied up. So if we want to split that 5 ways, is it? 3, 4, 5? Yeah, 5.
6.
6. That's right. You heard. So 125 each.
125.
Yep.
I let you hold on to mine, Serena.
Fair enough. So who do we see in this lovely establishment?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
15?
15. As you look out, like I said, it's lunch shift, so there's a lot of old crusty sailor folks, a lot of beanie caps pulled down.
Old
Thick.
crusty seaman, you say?
Oh no! Oh, look what you've done! I
Uh,
can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
yeah, lots of old crusty seamen as far as the eye can see.
Yep.
There's an abnormally high pipe count.
Look at that guy. Horrible. Horrible.
So the smell of pipe tobacco is strong, but only second to the actual smell of delicious fried seafood. As you can see, everyone else is eating a purely fried lunch. Whether it's whether it's just fish and chips or fried fish sandwiches or literally the Admiral's fried feast from Red Lobster, it's all of the above. As you guys sit down, you actually see a small red pail of cheddary and buttery biscuits drop by.
Oh, I am on that pail of biscuits.
You could overhear conversations of work, the over harvesting of old Cheddar Bay, small little tins of Old Bay on every table.
I bring back the first round of drinks. These gifts are so distracting.
What is that lady doing with her face?
Enjoying a loaf. Mind your business.
Never enjoyed a loaf like that before.
You haven't lived.
Everybody's got a 1d8 inspiration.
Yes. That was awesome. Sin's like, who doesn't have inspiration? No one does. All right, Will.
Hold my ale.
Klashgar, have you tried these biscuits? They are just as good as any loaf.
Biscuits are miniature loaves, which is unacceptable.
So Just because they are smaller?
Yeah, look, it's kind of like cake. There's cake, then there's cupcake, and then there's mini cupcakes. When does it end with you people?
Hopefully in my mouth.
That's what they all say.
Well, if you do not want the biscuits, then I am going to take them.
I know I didn't say I didn't want one. I'm just mad that it's not a loaf.
No, you did not want them. I'm going
I would like
I'm
to...
gonna start like wrapping them up and putting them in my bag. Like my
strength
mother used
contest.
to do.
What do I need to do here, Rob? What do I need to do to get a loaf? What do I need to do to get one of those muffins?
Good.
One of those...
It is a biscuit.
A biscuit. Whatever she has, I want it.
Karate chop you away from me, sir.
And Araigneé sets the bar on fire.
Are you trying to steal her Cheddar Bay biscuit, or are you just trying to get a biscuit of your own?
Well, my only answer that popped in my brain is yes. But I'm trying to get one from Araigneé.
Okay, well, you're Dex against Dex.
Okay.
Let's dex it up, boy.
Whip your decks out.
Is this a saving throw or just a check?
Nope, just Dex against Dex.
Okay. I got a 12.
I got a 14.
Just too
Why
quick.
Why are you so good at wrapping things up? Not because you don't finish meals, weakling.
Just because there's food in front of you does not mean you need to finish it all now.
Wrong.
Then how do you have snacks later?
Wrong.
Ah.
You steal people who didn't eat their food earlier.
In his mouth to shut him up. Ah.
Where did I even find these people?
It's all right, Lockhart. I've got food coming.
Ooh.
All the greatest food.
Can't break my spirit. My arc finished last time.
Little bug creatures with these jagged little claws on them. They looked delightful.
Oh, you got some mud bugs coming, do ya?
Some mud bugs. Sure, yes. I asked for grubs, and that's what he said.
Yeah, wait, these are gonna contain the bugs of the sea.
They looked delightful. They were small and crusty and sharp looking and everything that I could look for, and hopefully they're good.
I'm glad this kind of place can accommodate for us both. And look over. Oh, Araigneé, have you seen that little fox up there taking a snooze? Doesn't he look cozy up there?
Oh my goodness, he is so cute. Hopefully he does not try to eat DFN though. DFN's on my head.
DFN looks like... Wait!
Do not worry, DFN. I'm sure you could take him.
And he begins to practice his kung fu that he's learned once before.
So cute.
I guess that is what this establishment is named after. Is that cute little fella?
You can, as the music stopped for a second, you can actually hear him. You can hear him actually snoring just a little bit, as he does. He's loud snoring.
With hearing snoring when you're sitting here and your music comes to a pause and you hear snoring in your ear.
Look at that. He wants his belly rubbed.
Oh, it's dangerous. Ready?
It's a trap.
I like how it's just the feet that go first. Like
Bunny kicks, bunny kicks, bunny kicks. Ow.
I want to pet you.
What does the fox say? Yip, 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 yip.
Spot on.
And over the course of the next 10 minutes, both of those loaves have been procured with plates. You get large knives to cut into them. It literally is. It's a giant meat loaf on both occasions. But you brought out fresh Cheddar Bay biscuits, both delicious fresh boiled crawdads and a whole big old bucket of live ones that are like slowly trying to climb out and over the bucket as Karkid's able to pick them each up one at a time as they make their way out and unfortunately send them to their doom.
Can I take one of them and attempt to attach it to Klashgar again, like the turtle.
Use a sleight of hand. One, to pick up that crawdad to make sure it doesn't actually pinch you.
16, just
Yeah, 16. Yeah, 16. You're able to snag it from the tail first. As both of his little pinchers are out, go ahead and roll another sleight of hand to see if you can slide it over and pinch it on a Karkid or Klashgar's arm while he's not looking.
It's just a 15.
Just a 15 on your with you being enticed by your loaf. I'm not gonna give you your perception roll. It's gonna go off your passive perception. What is it, Klashgar?
My passive is 15.
Oh, so
Neat.
you're totally gonna see her slowly sliding over this crawdad with his little pinchers out.
I don't think I immediately like avoid it. I'm shoving this giant meat in my mouth, and I'm doing like this, like I'm leaning, but I'm not like fully escaping it. And then whatever is still left in my hands after I try and shove it in my mouth, I try and just like throw at her.
You're all hearing this, right? I've heard all the things he just said about the mess in his hands after he shoved a giant meat in his mouth.
Chat, look at me. Look me in the eyes, chat. Chat, look at me. I mean it. I meant every word. It was delicious.
I don't need to be here.
It was amazing.
These fucking gifts, man.
What?
There have been a bunch of new ones that I have not seen before tonight. You guys are not disappointing. Oh, how it bulges up when it. Oh my god. Yeah, sorry YouTube and Twitch. You have to be in the mixer chat to be able to see those things.
Oh, it's so good. What?
So distracting.
You guys,
This is really good loaf. Thank you. What was it, Stanwyck? Good call. Good call on this.
and Stanwyck gives you the Buddy Christ from across the bar. As it's beginning to finish up the actual lunch shift at this point. He's got a little bit more time on his hands than filling just constant ales. Everybody roll
Thank you very much, Karkid, for the food and the drink.
Oh, no problem. It's the least I could do. We didn't quite get to a full wedding celebration, so we might as well enjoy ourselves here for a little bit, minus your husband.
Yes, hopefully he is safe. Just figure out information about his family.
He's a strange fellow sometimes, but I think he's good for you. He has good intentions, I think.
Well, glad that I have your blessing then, Karkid.
No, you don't have my blessing. There's a difference.
No. All right.
I just think he's a good man.
I agree. Secretly, Buford's like outside the bar, just like, what's this fucker saying about me?
It's like he can't. He's like excessively scratching the back of his neck. His ears are burning red.
You're like, mosquitoes. Yeah.
Just
You left your earpiece on.
We're totally gonna keep that. That's canon, and that's when he finally shuts his off.
Is there any like live music, or is this what's the ambiance here? We got a fucking jukebox on the wall, or a bard in the corner?
Yeah, you've had
to The Witcher.
Yeah, you've had just a isolated guitarist with his lute.
I want to walk up to the guitarist.
Is it?
And I saunter over there. Hello, my friend. Being that I'm a bird, and my favorite song in the world is Freebird, and I would absolutely love it if you could play it for me, because every musician in the world should know how to play Freebird. It's a requirement.
Looks back over at you. C'est the day. Longtemps. Big, heavier set guy, full Bayou style beard, some overalls, but he's got a floppy bard hat. So it's that's what really pulls it all together. Massive peacock feather inside of it. Just kind of shakes his head. No can do.
Karkid. They are speaking. Buford taught me a little bit about this, about the language down here.
Okay, well,
It's
that's good, because I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Rob, can I make a check to see if I understand what he's saying?
You've only heard it in fleeting moments of a gasping Buford, but you guys.
No, I asked him to teach me. Since we're heading towards his family, I asked him to teach me his language of his hometown.
He can teach you, but he'll have to charge.
Oh my god!
Go ahead and roll a history check with disadvantage, since you haven't had a lot of time with it.
Take it. That's not good. It's 5. Oh wait, no. But history, hold on. That is a 7. 7.
A 7. Yeah. You remember enough to know where the bathroom's at, and possibly get your way something to eat, but that's about it at the moment. It's just you're trying to remember, and you just can't conjugate. If Buford was here, it would come right back to you, but you just.
I'm sorry, Karkid. Maybe I need a little bit more time training.
No, it's fine. I'm pretty sure he said he was gonna play Freebird next, and then Stairway to Heaven. It's obviously the most favorite songs of every musician ever. So he knows it. I know he does.
I kind of look at the guy as just kind of this true?
Oh boy,
there's always one asshole that asked you to play Freebird.
He just shakes his head. I don't say, no.
I think he say I'm pretty sure he says he doesn't know those, Karkid.
You can tell by his body language that he 100% does not know what the fuck he's saying.
Karkid, he has no idea.
It's fine. I had to ask. It's a song of my people.
Well, do you know how to play it?
I mean, I've dabbled, but I'm no musician by any means.
Go on.
Show us.
I was once training to be a bard in my youth, but a different faction was chosen for me on my teenage day of reckoning. So
you were training to be a bard. Don't bards normally have to be pretty good at talking to other people?
Well, yes, that's why, on my day of reckoning, a different path was chosen for me. And here I lay upon you, a monk, and...
My God, it all makes sense right now. Karkid was homeschooled. I should have known it. I should have seen it from a mile away.
What a nerd, he went to school.
Oh, that may be my favorite Klashgar burn yet. Just Klashgar slowly eating. At this point, you've stopped carving and you've claimed that entire Liebercase loaf for yourself, and you're just still holding it and just biting into it.
Absolutely.
It's a great dichotomy where Lockhart is slowly shaving off pieces of pickle loaf next to him and pairing it with his bread.
I mean, I think as smaller kids, we all have aspirations to be one thing, and then you, at least in my culture, your destiny is chosen for you on a day. And you go down that path.
It's true. When I was growing up, I wanted to be a mailman. I did. Because my mom always told me that they get good government benefits. I didn't know what that meant as a kid, but the mailman came every day and brought little things for me to scratch off. See, I could win a new horse each week. It said all I had to do is scratch this thing off, and I'd scratch them off trying to see if I won a new horse. I never won that horse, but it did have all these sorts of shiny names of these stables. I was enamored with the mail as a kid.
What's about you, Araigneé? What did you want to be as a child?
I did not really have a choice, and I was training as a young child. I was a trainee from the very young age. I didn't really have much of a choice.
Well, just because something was forced upon you doesn't mean you had dreams or aspirations to do something else.
It was not a force. It was a great honor to be a protector. But that did not end so well, so I suppose here I am doing, closer, I suppose, to what I enjoy. Looting, burning things, tossing snakes and spiders everywhere. Turned out okay.
It could always be worse, I suppose. And you, Zephyr, what? Your lamp and your magic powers, what? Was this always your dream as a small child, genocide?
Well,
what did you want to be?
Being born a genasi, I've always wanted to be one, so that makes sense. I guess I wanted to be one of the trapeze people in the circus I grew up in.
I mean, you're certainly limber enough.
Wouldn't you know?
Ooh.
You grew up. What does it? What does a
peacock.
Circus?
What?
Well, what is a circus? What?
You don't know what a circus is?
No.
You
What?
forget he is from a different land, a different plane, not from our land dwellers.
Most cultures have some sort of a acrobatic spectacle with animals that perform and people that sing and all kinds of spectacular, wonderful things that happen inside of a giant tent. Right?
I mean, when you're raised in a culture of animals, you do not use animals for entertainment or acrobatics. We all serve a purpose.
Would you use?
You use them for sacrifice whenever you're about to go to war.
What? You've never seen my flea circus? Look at that. Oh, he's on the trapeze right now.
Bad already, Lockhart.
Are you drunk, Lockheart?
Not nearly drunk enough for this conversation, my friend.
Oh no, there's a giant monster going after the fleas, and I pick up one of the leeches and I throw it at it.
Oh, it rips off. You got blood running down your arm, and this bloody leech just. Oh no! I think they've all been conquered. Oh, this beast. Oh, but they're rallying. You can see them. They got their pitchforks out. Ah!
Gather round for storytelling.
At this point, you've even caught the ear of one of the crusty old seamen that's sitting next to a table by the side. Even he chuckles a little bit into his beer. So Rambunctious crew for lunch today, is it? He leans over and says to the table. Uh-oh.
Wow, I look really attractive in that face.
I looked evil.
This cat circus or Olympics that they found in gifts is pretty amazing.
I've actually seen the Cat Olympics.
Oh
that they
my
did.
god.
It's super cute. You should definitely look it up.
fun random fact, whenever we would go to my grandma's house, like whenever we were kids, I say we, me and my siblings, she would always put on this, it was a dog and cat circus thing where there were a bunch of trained dogs and cats, and they would like jump through hoops, and they would stack on each other, and they would like go through like this obstacle course, and they would like do tricks and stuff, and it was really cool. Yeah.
Your grandma trained them, or?
It was a video.
Oh, okay. I was like,
It was a
that's amazing
VHS.
that your grandma trained all those animals.
Oh my gosh, no, she hates animals.
And people.
And people.
Oh, alrighty then. I mean, I can understand now.
Yeah, and then I found $5. Okay, we can continue with the story. There we are.
So, Karkid, you wanted to be a entertainer, and I'm so distracted. But they just decided that you had to be a monk instead. Do you have not
Yes,
any say in it, or?
No,
Who decides?
in our culture, we are divided among in factions at a certain age, and you're trained to be, you know, financial, your business, your military. There's several factions, and you get placed among them after a series of tests and training. And I just happen to be part of an elite military branch, specifically for staying in the shadows, just observing, fighting people. That's why I haven't spent many years talking to people, just observing from a distance in the shadows and fighting.
Is that why you like to stand outside and watch?
Space Force!
I just turned bright red, acting like I don't know what she's talking about. The feathers on the top of my head get even brighter. The red ones. I don't know what you're talking about. But yes, I do watch. I watch everyone all the time, and I take notes, and everything goes in my book.
Diary?
It's not a diary. It's a keepsake of everything that goes on in my life.
It would be very interesting to see what is inside there.
Just pictures, moments in time, sayings.
This person faces this person. That would be sorry.
Just a hand drawing of a turkey.
Like a frowny face, like, I'm sad this day.
So, Araigneé, you said that you were you were chosen, right? You is like a warrior of your people. Is it?
Well, I was an apprentice to be a protector of a certain group of people. It was a training that I would eventually become part of an order that would protect them and continue to protect them. But unfortunately, it did not end well. Needless to say, I am not a protector, and I am not sure what happened to the order, but from what I know of it, it is no longer.
Well, you've gone on to protect quite a few people. I won't beat yourself up over it.
Right, I try to. Certainly, Buford is putting my skills as a protector to use more often than I would think. With how often he likes to put himself in danger.
If you were only tasked in this life just to protect Bloody Buford and be his guardian angel, then I think you've done it.
Well, thank you, Lockheart.
It may be the only thing keeping him from falling to sheer doom.
That does sound very familiar. So what happened in your case, Araigneé? Why did you find yourself here with us and not fulfilling what you're supposed to do?
It's hard to be a protector of people who are all dead.
Why aren't you dead?
Damn.
Even Lockhart's like, God damn.
Well,
Boy's got no chill.
It's probably because I was taken and tortured and turned into the spider creepy person you see in front of you. That was a very long time ago, but I managed to escape and met Lockheart, and here I am.
Well, that sounds quite horrendous, but it has made you into quite the woman that you are today, so silver linings, maybe.
Perhaps. I don't know if it will make up for the people I lost, but if I can help protect others.
Buford certainly needs it, that's for sure. And I know the rest of us certainly appreciate your finer arts and ability to turn into a fucking dragon, which is pretty cool, I must say.
That is definitely something that I enjoy, is being a dragon. I'm sure you enjoyed it that one time. Where you flew away.
This conversation quickly becoming an altercation.
Was it that time we had together? Pretty good for you, wasn't it? Go ahead and roll a perception check.
All of us?
Wow.
Who's got a
Fuck me, namesake.
15 or
Fuck me,
above?
namesake.
Unnatural 20.
I do 29.
Synthetic 20.
15.
Synthetic 20. I too just got a 15. So it's everybody except for Araigneé, which is fitting.
Araigneé's just kind of like staring off into the distance, remembering all her dead friends and family that they just casually discussed over loaves. So she's just kind of like,
You can hear the two salty dogs at the table next to you. Hey, did you see the old house up on the hill last night? Oh, yeah. I saw the lights all dancing about on it. You ever been up there before? You ever been up there to Marlowe's old mansion? I haven't been there myself, but I had some friends break in there once. Robin still didn't talk about what happened that day, what he saw. The place is good prime haunted, I tell you that much. Couldn't pay me to step foot in there. Yeah? Yeah, I always heard that old man Marlowe kept those tombs stashed away somewhere in there. Said he was an alchemist of some sort. You know what those tombs could fetch for these days? Hell of a lot more than mug button out there. Hey, whatever it is, it ain't worth the cost of losing my own life, I'll tell you that. As you hear their conversation come to a close.
I guess I don't technically hear anything, so I'm just kind of like, still got that 100-yard stare.
Yeah, you just zoned out with it just being background noise.
Did you guys hear about that haunted house he was just talking about?
I didn't hear talking about tombs somewhere in there. What that sounded like.
Old books. Creepy ghoulies.
Mm.
Sounds like a urban legend.
How do you know what an urban legend is?
I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, wow.
Urban legend. I'm part of a tribe. That's all we have are urban legends.
I think you mean that's all you had.
Ouch. Really?
Well, I rip off another leash and I just stick it right on his face.
Oh.
Jesus.
Much...
You would make an horrible dad.
It's what friends do. They poke each other and jab each other.
Just about each other's dead relatives, correct.
Their entire
Wrong.
dead family, yes. Karkid.
So we're gonna go to this house, right?
And
You there.
If that gets him to stop talking, then yes.
You
Yes.
there, crusty seaman. Come tell us more about this haunted place.
Come over here.
Let us taste of your salt.
Oh, now you're trying too hard.
Just looks over at... Just kind of gives you guys poop face.
Poop face.
Hey, how about
What
you
do make-
piss off and mind your own business? What do you think about that?
Oh, how about I piss on you and you tell me all the information you have, idiot?
Klashgar, let's
Great.
not run down another bell.
Already standing.
Asgard, you need to calm down. You've been fired up since we started talking about Piccolo. Settle yourself down, alright?
Close.
You're out of line
Raise my-
here. Picking a
Raise
fight.
my eyebrows. I'll sit back down and I'll hold it. I'll rip another leech off, the last one, and just shake it at him.
Ugh. Disgusting Klashgar.
Lean over. Apologize for my friends. You guys are sticking around for another beer. I'll take care of it. Just kind of nod, and Lockheart goes up and takes care of the tab for him.
So kind of rude.
So is this haunted place? Is this the scourge on this area here? Why is this of interest to you all? Should it?
I told you to piss off.
Well, I mean, we're buying you drinks, so the least you can do is talk to us a little.
I don't think that's how that works, Karkid. Just because
No, it
you buy
does.
somebody a drink
Hey.
does not mean they're going
No,
to talk
it
to you.
means.
How about
means
you
they
take
have to
you
talk
two,
to us.
you out of towners, and get the fuck on out of here? As they both stand up.
Oh, that's not very
Hey,
nice.
Couple
he's been to
other guys.
school. You don't talk to him like that.
You, I don't know what has gotten into you guys. Acting like a bunch of ruffians here while we're out on the road.
I mean, they're not being
I
very
mean-
polite.
They're not being very polite.
And we kind of we get in trouble wherever we go. It's just kind of given at this point.
Well, it's because you're acting like a bunch of assholes. That's why you're in trouble. Just
How
Have
we
you met
acting
us
like
before?
A bunch of assholes.
you can't just leave them alone, can you? Fine. If y'all want to get into a bar fight, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna drink my own goddamn ale outside, and I'm gonna hang out there with the gulls. Do what you want.
Fine. I'll count to 10.
Lockhart
And I
gets
don't
up
count-
and he leaves and goes
Yep.
out the door.
I don't count to 10 out loud, but I count to 10 before I do anything else.
You can count to 10?
Yeah, worked on it.
Hey, I'm so
Big
proud
day.
of
It's
you.
a big day.
So proud.
Let's start over. My name is Klashgar. How are you? And I'll go up and I'll attempt to give him a half orc handshake.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
It's what I would do. I don't see anything wrong with this. That is a... Well, I got advantage. Nope, doesn't help. I got a 13.
A 13. You are going to extend your hand out to try and make a handshake, and before you know it, you are going to take a knife directly into the side. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yo!
Can we at least take this outside so we don't burn down another bar? That feels a bit like a little too much. Like, you can at least throw some punches first before you like, whoa.
Super salty. I gotta write this down. Super salty semen.
Super salty semen. Saltiest.
Two warnings, and you got up in his face.
For a handshake, counted to 10 first.
You were properly warned.
Just because you say, hey, I want to be left alone, does not give you the good reason to stab somebody, Rob. That's not okay.
Once he got up in his face, it was over.
No reason to stab somebody. I mean, I hope he's accepted it, because now he's gonna die.
You're gonna take 33 points of piercing damage.
Don't like that.
All right. Give me 1 second here to get this pulled up.
There is a lovely fox in this bar, so I will not burn down the bar, but I did think about it. That's why we can't have nice things, because there's salty semen everywhere.
I can only count to 10 because I'm not wearing shoes.
I was gonna say, you've got...
There. Again, as Klashgar, I do not understand why I'm being assaulted.
I mean, I still feel it's a bit excessive as well, but...
Oh no, as me, I'd be like, no, we're being dicks. But as a character, I'm like, there is nothing wrong with what I am doing.
All right.
Playing it close to the chest. Oh God. Salted.
Araigneé?
I have 18.
18. Karkid.
18 as well.
Really?
Klashgar.
23.
Zephyr.
22.
Rob, to specify if we're not going to kill somebody, we just have to tell you before their last hit, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Araigneé, Karkid, I need you guys to roll just a d20.
15.
12.
All right. They rolled a 12 as well, so we'll put Araigneé right there. All right. Top of the order is Klashgar after you get stuck with a knife in the side.
Frustrating.
Try not to break everything.
And as I hear that, I immediately go into a barbarian rage. Flash! As I get stabbed in the side, and I am going to do as much non-lethal damage in this fight as possible. So my aim is to knock them out, not kill, this entire time. I'm saying that right off the get-go before I do any attacks. But I am gonna swing around my greatsword. That being said, I got stabbed with Great Weapon Master. That's gonna be a, what is my bonus on that? Oof, that's rough. That's gonna be a 13.
13 will not hit.
Okay, second attack.
Do we have a map for this, or we just got like 2 people in front of us?
Nope, you guys don't have a map for this.
Okay.
Second attack.
Nope, all I have
20,
is
baby.
all I have is the initiative order for you.
That's no problem.
That's a natural 20.
Heck yeah! Fuck him up!
Again, non-lethal. But to make sure that
stabbing damage.
But to make sure that I prove my point, I'm going to use my brutal critical card on top of my brutal critical feat.
Anybody having flashbacks to the Hobbit that we like paralyzed and blinded and
Good luck.
That's going to be 37 points of slashing damage.
As you swing down and carve into that old sailor, 6 other people inside the bar stand up.
Is the bar keep one of them?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then I'm just going to go, I'm just going to yell, "Why would you stab me when I'm simply trying to shake your hand and end this disagreement?" As I'm just roided out.
And no one has seen the stealthy stab on your side. They have only seen your swing.
I feel I know I probably don't process that information as a character, so that's what I'm yelling. I yelled that before I realized that, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Well, that's how it always goes.
I'm not the bad guy.
That's how it always goes. We try to help, try to be nice, and then we gotta kill everybody. It happens.
We don't have to kill anybody. We don't have to fight. We could have just gone to a cool haunted house.
I did want to go to the haunted house.
I do too. I'm trying to get information about the haunted house.
Zephyr, it is your turn.
Not a good area to get.
Hey, you guys were assholes, so this
We were not that much of an asshole. Maybe I don't know people that well, but I feel like we weren't that rude. I've been rude to a lot, and I feel like that was not that rude.
Hey. Zephyr, it is your turn.
Well. Well. I am going to cast Zone of Truth.
Ah, the good old zone.
Good old Zone of Truth. We're gonna get into our feelings tonight, fellas.
All right. Zone of truth. Let's see here.
You have to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw. All right.
How charismatic is this salty sea dog?
It's a 15-foot radius sphere, so
15
everything
foot.
within
Okay.
15
So
feet.
these 2 old sailors and you guys are all in here. So the entire party plus these guys, and I'm gonna roll them as a group. They have a -1 on their charisma. So
Please fail. Please.
that's a 3 from them.
Ew, that's so bad.
Awesome.
As
Y'all are
you
telling the truth.
begin to make a small sphere that envelops around the rest of the party. Everybody else has to roll on this as well.
Oh, fuck. That's right.
Yep.
I fail real bad.
Telling the truth.
Wisdom saving throw?
Charisma.
Charisma. Oh, 16 -1, 15.
You barely say.
26.
Yeah, okay, you say.
It's got a 10-minute on a failed save. A creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
Right.
Okay. Affected creature is unaware of the spell and thus can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond, such as lie. Okay, so yeah, if it would be a creature that would like know that you cast some sort of spell around it, they could kind of like navigate around it. Gotcha.
But they can't intentionally lie.
With Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Okay. So I cast Zone of Truth and I hold up my hands and I say, fucking hold your shit, all of you. Now, I just want to visit a spooky mansion. You're getting up here with knives. Why did you stab him? Why did you stab him? And I wait for my answer.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. And since you have the Zone of Truth right now, we'll let you roll a persuasion with advantage.
Can they just not answer? Is that a thing? Or do they have to answer?
They don't have to answer.
Okay.
22.
Damn.
I have a +8 in persuasion.
But if they would answer like they would normally, and they would try to lie to her, then would they automatically spit out the truth?
They cannot intentionally lie.
They just can't intentionally lie.
Okay.
All right.
22.
Noted. Araigneé, it is your turn.
Oh, Karkid's not going first?
You're on top. You rolled the highest out of the roll off. You rolled a 15 and I think he rolled a 10.
I rolled a 12. He rolled a 15.
Okay.
But that's
Got it. We'll switch it then. Sorry. I just got those reversed in.
no problem.
Karkid, it is your turn. Araigneé, you are next.
Oh, man.
So still sitting currently. I take out my lightning, my new staff, and I cast Minor Illusion on myself. No! And I hit the lightning staff on the ground, and it just sparks up and down. I don't cast any spells, but it just, the lightning in the staff just kind of like Raiden eyes goes up and down. We are not here to fight. We were just asking about a fucking mansion. But if you want to fight, we will fight.
Roll an intimidation check.
Intimidation. Natural motherfucking 20. Let's go. Thank you, Serena, for that shit.
Nice.
That's the red, white. That's the American die right there.
For freedom, bitch! It's America!
First Amendment. I can say what I want.
And I don't get up. I just sit there with the staff electrocuted, just crackling, full of energy. And I'll, yeah, that's my turn. I use my action to use Minor Illusion.
All right. After you do your Minor Illusion, half of the group of the 6, so 3 people pause after they hear Zephyr speak with their hands on their hilt. Another 3 listening to Karkid draw their weapons and make their way forward.
Wait, so 3 left, and then 3...
Three are pausing over what they've heard from Zephyr, and the other half is moving towards the group with their weapons drawn.
Huh. I guess they do want a disco.
No, only 3 of them.
It's half.
Intimidated.
It's half and half.
Choose wisely.
But murder! Are you trying
But
to
cute
go Karkid?
foxes.
Ah, fair.
I'm claiming self-defense.
Karkid, were you doing anything else?
No, that was it.
Ah.
Record time on your turn, man. Well done.
I didn't attack 17 times.
Usually you're like, I kill him, then I kill him, then I kill him, then I fly 3,000 feet and kill a guy from a distance with an arrow. An absolute death machine.
The gentleman that Klashgar has accosted, he's gonna take another swing at you.
He doesn't answer.
No, he's locked in. He's fighting for his life right now. What he assumes is his life. First one's gonna be a 17.
17 is going to tie. No, actually, it's not going to hit. I can get 18 now.
All right. And next one's a 3. He's gonna miss with his next 3 white knife swipes at you. Get out of my face! Get out of my face! And when he takes those 2 swipes, he's going to try to hop over the bar and get away. Do you take an attack of opportunity?
I do not. I will, hearing Zephyr's call, I will slam my greatsword into the ground as I dodge out of the way of his and just say, "Listen!" And I'll just immobilize myself.
All right. The other old sailor, he's just gonna back up against the wall with his weapon drawn over here. Just kind of snarl back over it. You need to learn mind your own goddamn business around here. He's just gonna breathe heavy and kind of wait with his back up against the wall. The two other old salty sailors gonna make their way up over to the outside, just with their weapons drawn, just on the outside of the group, as well as the tavern keep. Now, just what are you doing over here, stirring up all this trouble? As they do, they're gonna walk into the zone of truth because they don't know any better.
Yes, come into my bubble of feelings. Come in.
The old sailors, they roll a 2 with their -1. We'll have I'll do a public roll for old Tywick.
What's the bartender's name? Skipjack?
Chadwick.
Not Chadwick.
It's not Chadwick.
Stanwick.
Stanwick.
Have a cough drop in.
Stanwick. I called him Tywick just a second ago. Yeah. That's my bad. Stanwick. Stanwick rolls a 21 on his, so he is not affected by the zone of truth. All right. That makes its way back around to Klashgar. On your turn, we're just gonna have you guys outside of combat, just held back for a moment, and I'll just have you guys. I'm still gonna follow your turn order for just a second, but it'll essentially be out of combat.
On my turn, I'll just say, look, I honestly just tried to meld things over with a handshake, and I was stabbed. And I'll raise my arm and just show where I was stabbed. I acted in self-defense, but we both got one hit in. I'm willing to call it a draw if you are. And I would also like to apologize for any inconvenience and rudeness on my part. We're clearly not from around here, so I'll be going. That's okay. That's what I'll say.
Zephyr?
Is the old guy that he stabbed still in the bar?
He's
on it. He scrambled over the bar.
Yeah, he scrambled up and over the table that he was next to, and he was headed out the door, but we'll have Stanwick will have grabbed him by the arm before he could head out the door.
I look over at him and I channel divinity, preserve life, and I give what is it? 25 points of healing to hang on, I'm trying to do math. 30. So I give 30 to the old man, and I give 25 to Klashgar, healing hit points. I say, I'm so sorry that we encroached on your super intriguing and relatively, super awesome conversation. Haunted things are really, and hope that helps a little bit. Sorry. We can go if that makes this better. And that's all I'll do.
All right, Karkid. Roll another persuasion check with advantage, by the way.
To me?
Zephyr. Klashgar, you can go ahead and roll one with disadvantage.
Did you hear that?
With disadvantage, dang it. I rolled a nat 20, but I got a 14.
I got a 24.
All right.
Wait, what was that? That was a plus. What was that? Persuasion? Oh, that's 18 then. Sorry. I looked at the wrong stat.
Karkid?
I'll get up, and at the table of the gentleman that Klashgar decided to punch in the face, I'll set a gold down on the table and just walk out the door to the wherever Lockheart went out front.
As you go by, the rest of the group still has their weapons out, and they just kind of look at you. And stare. And kind of turn and give you the eyeballs out the entire way that you go.
Feathers are definitely up like a dog that just saw another dog he wants to fight. Got that spike just straight down the middle as I walk out. I don't look at anybody. I don't even fucking pay. I don't pay them 2 cents attention.
He looks back over at the old sailor that's stabbed Klashgar. Stanwick does. Nah, that's it enough. Yeah, do not talk. He shoves him.
Do I understand any?
You understand enough that it's get the fuck out of here.
Right. I figured, but
Picking up more from the body language than the actual dialect.
I hate to make assumptions.
All right, green fella, you too. Come on, get out of here.
You got it. My compliments on the meat. It's delicious. I won't cause any more trouble.
Now, moonwalk out.
Get the same treatment as everybody kind of gives you the 1,000-yard stare as you make your way out. Huh? He nods his head. Thanks for healing the old boy. He can be a real piece of shit sometimes. That would.
Well, it was the least we could do.
But he
could do.
He don't deserve to die in here today. There's plenty of other things and sins that he needs to attest for in the rest of his life. I appreciate you and the rest of your hotheads not stirring any trouble up. Rest of the time you're in town. Not saying you're not allowed back. You just need to give it some time. He goes back and he gets some.
Try my best.
He goes and grabs some boxes and actually boxes up what's left of the meal.
Yes.
You can thank those persuasion rolls for getting your food out.
Goodness. Most sincere whispered yes I've ever heard.
To the imaginary noms.
Food is food.
It's like that night at Don Store 24 when the cops showed up and we still got to get our food and left.
And he's shows you guys the door.
I'm the last one out. I make sure everyone else leaves before me.
He does and pauses, puts a hand on your shoulder. Thank you.
No,
I
thank
appreciate it. Thanks for not breaking any furniture. Probably the first time that's never happened. Most of the time I lose 2 to 3 chairs and a table.
I would have fixed those for you too if that would have happened.
Appreciate it.
Magic. I take the boxes and I say, thank you for boxing these up. This will make them very happy.
And
2 to 3 chairs. You would have been lucky if it was 2 to 3 chairs.
Yes. I don't know what your group has been through, where you've come from. I know they seem a little stir crazy. I'm no stranger to adventuring. Understand what it's like. You want to hear more about that haunted house? Come back later around the docks. When we're done, I'll let you know all about it. A little after sunset.
Alone?
No,
Oh.
it's not that kind of story. He smiles,
Damn.
That's
gives you a pat on the
generally
back.
what we do when perhaps my friend was a bit overzealous. Generally, when people see us and we ask what they're having trouble with, they want us to help.
Are you saying this back to Stanwick?
Yeah.
Catches and goes. Sometimes it's all about the approach. You're not gonna teach these old salty dogs any kind of new tricks.
Fair enough. We shall see you later, then, Stanwick.
I
Alright.
still give him a wink. See you by the docks.
He gives you a wink back and a smile. He's like the Al Borland of the swamp. Hipster Al Borland.
How do you spell Borland?
I actually have no idea how his actual character name was spelled in the show.
Oh my god! Richard Kern.
As you guys make your way back outside the tavern, and see Lockhart over on the edge of the dock drinking his ale with his feet kind of kicking. Karkid, or where are you at now? Because you exited, so you could be doing whatever you want.
I walked out looking for Lockheart.
Okay, so you'll be sitting on the edge of the dock with Lockhart. Go ahead and you guys run and take a quick break. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it had already been 10:50. Yeah, so go grab a quick break real quick.
Sitting on the dock.
Good bay.
Just PSA for everybody. Interesting factoid for the night. I didn't have any underwear, so I'm wearing a swim trunks.
Night, everybody.
And they're super comfortable. Not gonna lie.
Miss you, Cole.
You wearing swim trunks?
I
Your
am.
face.
Prove it.
This is a virtual hug for you.
I don't know how I can prove it. I can jump up.
I need you to twerk for like 3 seconds.
They're blue. They're blue swim trunks.
Twerk or it didn't happen.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'll be right back.
All right, we got to do.
What are the chances you would make me a strawberry float?
Pretty good. Yep.
Please.
Yep. Okay. Let me finish this note. Docs learn more about a haunted house. Damn. All right.
A
Here.
small one and like a regular.
Okay.
Use the new soda also. What?
Let me throw the old soda away.
No. Regular.
So specific.
It's on the counter.
How do you not know what she wants?
I explained it in great detail.
I settle everything through dice, like my shirt says.
You guys just ever run into walls in your house?
Black Ops, I've been making dinner since we started getting this HelloFresh subscription, so he kind of owes me a little bit.
Like, I do nothing around here. Nothing.
Freeloader.
They're calling you a freeloader.
That is lies and slander.
Ice cream, please.
Look at the basement and the office.
Tell him.
Hey, look at the rest of the house and all the laundry.
All the painting.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh,
Thank you.
So it's a Christmas present.
Chad's not feeling well tonight. Hopefully he didn't also catch the bug.
Bug.
Yeah, not feeling good.
I'm about to spend a bunch of money.
What are you doing?
I want a light and a new camera lens.
I really want to make. I saw this, which I've seen it before. It's like this cloud lamp that looks like a cloud, and it's got like LEDs and speakers in it, so it looks like lightning and stuff is going off in the cloud. And I saw this DIY of somebody who made it, and they just like put a whole bunch of paper lanterns together and covered it in cotton and put the LEDs in there. Looked pretty fucking easy to do. I'm fairly artsy fartsy, so I feel like I could do something like that.
Nice.
Gonna do that.
I think you could. I'm still waiting on my bird outfit.
Ow!
I'm busy sewing my other cosplay that I will actually wear, thank you, for Gen Con, which is over there, and I'm still pissed about it since I messed up the fucking zipper and ripped out a seam I wasn't supposed to, so it's been sitting over there.
Are you doing Yennefer?
I am.
Which outfit?
The black dress, she wears a lot of black dresses. The cage one.
The
during
cage
that-
one? Where he's
yeah,
in the
during
bath?
the sex scene. No.
Yeah.
Before this, where everybody else is having sex everywhere.
Oh, the orgy scene?
Yes. She's got that cool cage dress on.
Yeah, it's like the
got
cage. It's right before he gets in the bath.
Oh, yeah, before. Mhm.
Yeah. That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna do that one. I've asked.
I'm gonna do the same thing. That's already done.
There you go. I think you might pull Yennefer off a little bit better, but it's okay.
Yennefer orgy scene. This is gonna mess up everything.
Honestly, if you just type in Yennefer Netflix, it's one of the most common dresses that I've seen pull up.
Yeah.
Ooh, there he is. Good old pasty man.
Fuck. Number one quote from Witcher. Fuck.
It's what I said when they had a bunch of free wine upstairs. It's all,
Ooh. It wasn't ooh?
it was
Ooh.
it's all bourbon barrel aged wine. I don't think I've ever had a bourbon barrel aged wine before.
That's interesting.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Yep,
gonna
That's
have
pretty
the,
tasty.
good old EndlessChad, since I can't find the necklace that she's wearing in there, I found something similar, and he's going to paint it for me.
Nice.
Nice.
What is love? Araigneé hurts me.
You like it a
Dude.
lot.
Sin is red hot.
Good lord.
Got me a Surge card now. Let's go. Surge Colet.
I
Wow.
have 3 loot. I have a B, a E, and an H right now.
Yeah, you got a lot of loot.
Loot daddy right here.
Well, you know the way to
How
get
many-
closer to air. No, I'm joking.
How many staves can I hold?
You do you need to make a flashback to a prior time with your hands full of staves?
Oh no!
Above that,
Penises.
I really am excited for the haunted house. I love haunted houses. And spooky.
All the loot staves.
It's unfortunate how fairly close to true that is.
Over in the Marquette, Mountain Hammer. Just got to get past the night security guard.
They have a security guard now? Wow.
Yeah, they got security every night that Top of the Mark is open. They run a security guy now.
Oh.
Makes my life because I get somebody to talk to while I go in and out of the building now.
You actually want to talk to people?
He's
I
got
don't
great.
understand that.
One of them's got great long jokes. Oh hell yeah! I would talk to everybody.
I talk to cats. Does that count?
No.
I feel like it does. Listen.
It does count. Cats and street cats and trash pandas and all kinds of cats.
Actually,
I
I'd
can't believe we
rather
didn't kill
upset the
anybody.
squirrels that are in our soffits at my house. They did $600 of electrical damage to my truck.
Ooh, delicious.
Oof.
Yeah, not pleased. Not pleased.
Alrighty.
Street youths.
Those darn squirrel street youths. Nothing like DFN.
We'll bring it all in.
Cute.
Gotta learn not to be such a hothead sometimes, you two.
Listen, I promise to try to be better.
You've been cruising for a bruising since we got off the ship. I'm sorry I argued with you about loaf. Got you all fired up.
I'm sorry I argued about loaf too, but I tried loaf in there and I was really good. I had no intention of starting a fight. I apologize.
Well, learn if you get up into somebody's face that tells you no, and you're an old sailor town, these guys are gonna act irrational.
You have
So
to
we
say
agree
before
they acted irrational.
Yeah, but you provoked it.
It's no reason to stab somebody. What
It
kind of
isn't.
person
It
stabs somebody? At least punch him.
it isn't a reason. These folks got nothing to lose. Look at this place. This is where they live and they work.
Aside from their life and their bar,
Right? It's probably not a pleasant existence, alright? There's a reason that bloody left.
I'm
Fair enough.
pretty sure he left to find help, but
They were talking about a haunted place. That,
Ooh, yes, that's right.
I don't know. Maybe we could gain some favor back if we check it out and rid the town. Maybe that's what's causing this town to be so shitty. It reminds me of a place close to home called Blodgett. It's just a fucking shithole. Nothing there.
I
Roger.
honestly do not care if we help them out. I just want to go see something spooky.
Mm.
But we cannot.
What do we have to lose at this point?
Nothing.
It's been
Our
almost
lives.
It's been almost a day since one of us has died, so might as well make it a point to go out of our way to try and die.
You're not wrong, you're just an asshole, Karkid. You're just an asshole.
Words to live by.
And Lockhart finishes his beer. It's alright. I'm gonna go take some me time. I'm gonna go back and work on the shit.
Do you want
Make
us to
some
wait?
loaf.
Yeah, we
Do
have,
what you like. Just try not to burn the fucking town down.
we have
Where are you?
leftovers. And there's also the, don't forget the caviar and the hot sauce back at the boat.
I'll make sure the caviar and the hot sauce go untouched.
Do you need any help?
For you.
No, I'll be just fine.
Okay, tell Buford I said hi.
I don't know where he's at.
If you see him, he turned his earpiece off.
Lockhart gets up and starts making his way back to the ship.
Well, perhaps we can have since I wasn't quite done with my meal yet, let's find a little spot on this shitty beach. Perhaps while we're waiting.
Let's do it. And
Picnic time!
picnic.
A picnic?
And as I said before, there's really just the port shoreline and lots of shitty bog, but you're able to find a kind of like a little park area. There's just some community tables where you can spread out and still finish off the rest of your meal and look out into the ocean.
Full of loaf and introspect. Klashgar stares at his sword, kind of hoping it talks to him. Like, is it me who's changed? No, it's the sailors who are wrong. Like, just like try basically moral dilemma. Like, have I lost touch with what is good? After that talking and what has happened at the bar, like, have I gotten so ridiculous? And just kind of inner monologuing to himself, like, vengeance? No, that can't be it.
Are you actually inner monologuing this time, or are you saying
Yeah.
it out?
No, I'm not actually inner monologuing. Part of it, I think I'm inner monologuing, but I'm still just like mumbling. But my response is always like, no, definitely not. Well, of course it's their fault. Mimicking my old sword's voices.
Even the girls?
Yes. Well, I should say that you haven't done anything wrong. Well, I don't know. You seemed pretty upset.
Perhaps it is a good thing that we're taking a bit of a break. It's kind of like, oh goodness, Klashgar's gone a little bit deep here.
I mean, he did just get over a lot. He set his people free. He's got closure. I mean, that would kind of mess with me if I went through the same thing. Maybe he just needs time.
Fair enough.
Am I a dick? Am I really that big a dick?
I was not expecting that.
You know, I wouldn't really say you're a dick. I would just say maybe you're a little bit out of touch. And both of you are a little insensitive at times.
Oh God.
I mean,
I was going
I'm
to
not
say
from
it's
here.
long.
Wait, you're not from here? No.
I've
To
never
be
been this
fair,
far south,
Karkid.
to be fair. I don't think I'm a dick, though.
You have gotten a lot better. You have gotten a lot
I mean,
better.
we haven't killed a street hobo in I don't know how long.
That was the dark magic.
It was dark magic.
Oh my god, I missed opportunity when you slammed the staff. Ah, dark magic! Missed opportunity. Then, if I would have done that, you probably would have killed everybody. it would have galvanized
Because
you.
we had the dark magic.
I mean, I feel like I've learned a little since being with you all, my friends, and I don't know.
Well, let me.
Sometimes Lockhart just says things he doesn't mean, and sometimes he says things he does mean, and I don't think I'm a dick. Am I a dick?
Karkid, let me just give you a little hint. Perhaps don't rub the fact that somebody's lost all their clan and family right in their face, and it is not necessarily Bartok. Just letting you know.
That was just me and my brother friendly. You don't know how guys act when we just give each other shit.
When Loaf is involved.
You can't just go up and half-work handshake just anybody also. You can do it with friends and with people that you are friendly with, but strangers, if you come up and you just grab their hand and then headbutt them in the face.
It's custom.
But you have to understand, Klashgar, not everybody knows your custom. Perhaps you should ask them next time. Be like, it is my custom to do this.
Yes.
Could
Do I have your consent?
Consent.
Do I have your consent to hit my face into your face?
We'll table that. Doesn't sound like good etiquette to me. But then again, I've been off base this past bar trip, so I will have Karkid write it down and remind me.
Who did you?
I'm writing it down in real life. I'm writing it down in my notebook, but I'm in the game. I'm having Karkid write this down in his notebook.
Write it like this, Karkid. Do I have your consent to
In red?
hit my head against your head? Check yes or no. Of Klashgar. And then I tear it out of his notebook. I give it to Klashgar. I say, this is your consent paper. Give it to someone before you hit your head into their head. That way you know it's okay. For both parties.
Klashgar, moral of the story, always get consent.
And check your nuts.
Check your nuts.
Listen, I can only do so many life lessons in one day.
I never had a problem with it when we first met. I thought it was quite an interesting way to say hello, but again, I'm not from around here, so I wasn't expecting it, but I didn't hate it.
Yes, but perhaps it would have gone a bit smoother if Buford was here. But...
Well, we did meet in an arena full of fighting, so it was a little different circumstances. So, do you think? But again, you haven't answered me. Do you think I'm a dick? I mean.
Yes. Yeah, as your best friend, 100% yes.
Okay, well, I will work on that.
But
everybody is a bit of a dick.
Yep, that's where I was going with it. Like, yes, you are, but that's not all you are.
There you go. Klashgar, that was very succinct.
Ha! Learned! Becoming like you nerds. School.
Well, do you think Lockhart wants to go to this haunted place with us, or should we?
I
wait,
think
or
perhaps he is going to fix the ship. He did not seem like he was very interested in it. Perhaps he is scared of haunted mansions.
Well, also once we learn more from Zephyr's date night tonight.
It's a group date. Get with the times.
Whoa, I don't go that way. Not my style.
But it's my custom.
Did you ask for my consent before making this group date?
You're learning.
Learned!
Ah!
I'm so proud of you, Klashgar.
Ah!
Have a look.
I'll just start chanting consent like I was with the word loaf earlier.
I break off a piece of loaf and I say, good boy, and I put it in his hand.
And I just raise it up and down, consent, 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 as we're all just sitting around at this scene in the park.
So I've never been on a grouped date. What does that consist of?
All kinds of things.
Do we have to consent?
Yeah, usually, yes. Yes? Depends what you're into.
I'm into some weird stuff.
And maybe you should ask the other people if they consent, because it sounds like you consent to a lot, which is fine. You know, it's whatever floats your boat gets your goat.
I accept all forms of consent. You don't have to ask, it just happens. So what time is this date tonight? And do we wait for our friend Lockheart, or should we just let him be to the boat, tend to the wood?
I think we should let him fix the boat. So if things don't turn out the way we want and we need to make a hasty escape, boat can be fixed.
Sounds like a plan.
And he just said to come later tonight after the bar was closed.
As far as I'm aware,
Nighttime.
bars are more open at night. So that confuses me a little.
Well, it's a working town, so maybe they go to bed early?
I am not sure, but we could go sightseeing. Do you want to see if there's any shops? Perhaps antique?
Ooh.
I could go shopping.
I could go shopping.
This pocket jangle is weighing me down as I fly, so
You do not have pockets.
I have a pouch on my leather get-up. It's fine.
He's got a fanny pack.
That's not what I thought that was. Okay.
It's a bulge. Stop looking at my bulge.
Do you think he had two pee?
I mean, it was right there. I mean, there's wearing a loincloth. There's only so much room.
Let's go shopping!
I did
Consent.
not think about it much. Consent. Yes. Do we consent to go?
At 20.
We consent to go shopping. And we head back to town.
As we all join hands and skip merrily.
And you guys are still you're still in town. You just been down by the port, finishing up your lunch.
Is there anybody a local like walking around? We could ask if there's some shops.
What do we see around us?
With down by the port, you see you see a lot more of crusty seamen, a few a few crusty sea women as well. A lot of people.
Salty clams.
Salty clams.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crusty clam. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So I just have to share this with you. I grabbed my shop name generator to just kind of spark some things in my head whenever you guys say you're going shopping. I have never seen this in my life pull up on this generator.
Boy.
It literally says the wet hot dog dry cleaner.
Oh.
Go venture on down to the wet hot dog.
It's so gross.
The wet hot dog dry cleaner.
It sounds so moist and salty and like warm, but an uncomfortable warm.
The wet hot dog dry cleaner.
Yep.
Oh man.
Going in the notes.
The wet hot dog dry cleaning. Wow.
One of a kind, folks.
Where you get your wet hot dog dried and cleaned.
Go ahead and roll a perception check, Karkid.
Just Karkid.
What did you put that name generator on? Like fucking American food and sluts?
Sexy
20
American food.
24. As you're just kind of looking on the dock here at the row of shops that are kind of on the main drag. There's not anybody in the immediate that's not working on something, but you do glance up and you can see the sign that reads Ancient Expeditions.
Hey, Zephyr, there's a place up here. It looks rather intriguing. It's called Ancient Expeditions. Doesn't like something you would be interested in venturing with me to take a gander?
Absolutely. Let's go in there. I look in the window first.
Fogging it up.
You look in the window and it looks like those antique spots that collect random shit from all over the planet. Like
I'm in there.
There's totally like a Chinese lion statue that's next to like a like a globe that has Yugoslavia on it. Like you've seen this joint. It is, yeah, it's totally got those crazy dated odd antiques to it. It's if somebody watched Indiana Jones and was like, I have to have a shop of random shit from around the world, this is it. And what better place to have it than inside of a port town to collect these odd relics that crusty seamen accumulate.
There's a mannequin head in the window, an upside down dining set, a random stoplight. It's all kinds of stuff.
Helmets from several wars that have nothing to do with the local area.
Oh yeah.
I open the door. Do I hear a bell go off?
Oh, 100%.
A donger, perhaps?
Yeah, small donger.
Small donger.
Good God. Dinger, if you will.
We're done with the dongers. You were incorrect.
Totally
Dinger,
incorrect.
if you will.
Well, let us hence then.
Welcome to Ancient Expeditions. Oh, that's my timer. I gotta.
Wondering what that was.
I gotta take these.
We didn't steal anything.
I
promise. We just got here.
The +1 to stream loot cards is officially over. But he uses. It's a good reminder for me to take my pills. He pulls out and he does. He's got a very, very long pill box. Today is Wednesday. Begins applying them, and you can see it's kind of like a fancy house robe that he's wearing. Big long snaz on him. Kind of frizzled, unkept hair. Kind of has the like the floppy wizard's cap look to him a little bit as well. As it kind of hangs off to one side. Small, round spectacles. Welcome to Ancient Expeditions.
Is that a pillbox in your pocket, or are you just happy to see us?
I'm happy to see any customers.
Yes, we're just new in the area and looking for a cool place to look around.
Yeah, I'm glad you chose us instead of the old wet hot dog.
So are we.
That place is strange, I tell you. Strange for a dry.
What?
It's a strange shop. It sells hot dogs and you can do your laundry there. It's a bizarre concept. Zoomers. You don't know what these Zoomers want. You want
Street youths.
yes, a bunch of street youths. Yes.
I just want to hear that voice say that sentence.
Feel free to browse. My goods have come from all over the world. It's a fine collection.
We shall browse.
You have quite the collection of random artifacts and stuff. Do you have magical items, perhaps?
Going right to the top, are you?
Yes. I'm looking for any special arrows of sorts. I am a fan of the bow, and
looking for
magical arrows.
Ancient civilizations from far away. And he kind of shakes his fat fanny as he wanders into the back. Go ahead and roll a d10.
D10. Don't fuck me, Serena. A 3.
Fucking 3. And it comes back out with a does not come back out with arrows.
Oh fuck.
Actually comes out with a with another staff.
Staff?
Another staff. I can see to show two of them on their back have become quite the collector. And this one that he shows, you can see it's wound, kind of like the medicine symbol, where it's two serpents that are intertwined that come all the way up to the top. You can see, but those chunks of wood on your back, can they do this? And he hits the ground with it and conjures up a large constricting python.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Skeletor.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
This serpent is at my will. It's actually it's you look at it and there is no staff anymore that he has. The staff has become the serpent.
That's cool.
Ooh, like
That's
Jafar.
cool.
I do love me some staves.
Get it. I'm behind Karkid and I'm like, you should do it.
What would you call this?
Treat yourself.
Are you willing to take a trade for anything?
Well, I could be certainly persuaded with the proper magical item. And as he continues taking his pills, you can see he takes a small pull of some midday wine as well.
Is the snake still there?
The snake is actually still there. Yes.
I would like to play with the snake.
You would.
Yeah.
Dirty bird.
Be careful, child, playing with another man's snake without asking permission.
Wait.
Yes, I apologize. Klashgar.
I run up and I hand him my consent paper.
It's
We have
okay.
learned about consent today.
He goes, it's not a real serpent, you see? It obeys my command. It will not hurt you. Just squeeze, just a little bit. As it wraps around your ankle just for a second and gives a little tug. I kid.
I no longer want consent. And I just back up slowly.
I have a small accoutrement of spears and some daggers.
If it's not it's magical for magical, my friend.
Well, I do. I'm adding all of this up.
Yeah, no.
Spears, and then
I'll be honest with you. If it is a magical item, I will want another magical item in return.
I do. This is the cherry on the top of the non-magical items.
Okay.
Little things I have.
Yeah.
I do. I've had this for quite some time.
Yeah.
It is a spell scroll of Dragon's Breath.
Spell scroll of Dragon's Breath. Is it He pulls up a secondary set of small spectacles, and then a third. It's like layered. Yes, yes. Do you mind if I inspect the scroll?
Yes, please, by all means. Here, take a look. It is quite beyond my capabilities. As more of a hand-to-hand and weapons kind of guy, but should you speak the words, I believe you will breathe the breath of a dragon.
Yes, let's see
For
here.
an extended time.
Let's see if this can, if old Paxton's eyes can handle this fine. These wizards, they write such small print trying to get it on. It's like they're trying to save parchment or something. That's just so ridiculous. It sees here that it certainly does turn your breath into a dragon's, but it's a one-time use. This is
quite as fancy as your
this
staff.
is one and done, and this this serpent is forever.
Yes, it is one time, but you could transcribe it into a book.
Unfortunately, I am not a wizard. I'm just a simple merchant. If I could do that, I would be selling scrolls daily.
But I do have gold and other non-magical items. And we could group them all together for a deal of some sort.
If you are looking to purchase this staff of the Adder, I would require 3,000 gold pieces.
Good lord.
If Karkid, you're interested, I have some magical items, of course. I have these, although I'm not sure they are actually horseshoes, but I don't remember exactly what they are. But the horseshoes of a Zephyr that I got a while ago.
My horseshoes?
No.
Horseshoes of Zephyr?
Well, I mean, it's called floating, but I do have.
While you guys are negotiating on that, go ahead, everybody roll a D10 so I can produce an item as well for you guys as you're browsing.
Nice.
I don't need to roll another one, do it.
Nope.
Stop dying.
I rolled a 2. A lord.
Madonga. Ah,
What?
what is that?
Sexy Cyclops?
Oh God.
Oh my.
Klashgar, browsing around, you actually find a small arrow with a very intricate broadhead on it, and what looks like some form of runes on its shaft that goes all the way back to the fletching.
Say, shopkeep, what is this? What is this arrow with this runic writing?
I've been trying to find out myself exactly what these runes mean. It's looks like a fancy decorative piece to me, for sure.
Can I take a look at it? Arcana check?
Yeah.
See if it's magical?
End it out.
19?
Oh, it is absolutely magical, as you can see the aura come up and over the arrow. Oh, it is an incredibly magical arrow. It's
Recognize anything about it?
That's yes, when you're done looking at that, make sure to set it back up on the counter for me to put back in the filing. It appears to be an incredibly rare magical arrow of some sort.
Finders keepers, right?
That's
We found the magic in it.
that's we don't know what the magic is though. But it is magical. Thank you. I am. Oh, that's
I'm gonna throw it up onto the counter like a lawn dart.
Oh no! No! You throw it like a lawn dart?
Oh, absolutely. I have no use for arrows.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh god.
What have you done? You knew this was going to happen.
I didn't.
You knew something was going to happen.
Well, yeah, it's magic. A, I don't use magic. B, don't use arrows. What do I need it for? Tossing that bitch.
Look at his reaction. Look what?
I yeet it. I yeetosaurus this
I
thing.
didn't even get a chance to draw a card yet.
Yeet. I yeet upon this arrow.
Oh god. I need everybody to
Can't believe
make.
you've done this.
I need to make a everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
I have advantage.
Sweet.
Oh,
Fucking fuck.
I rolled an unnatural 20.
Do I have something that rerolls? Hold on.
This is how science is done.
17.
hold on,
Let's reroll.
hold on,
Something.
hold on for just 1 second while I get this started.
I'm being completely honest, didn't even think about it.
Don't believe that for
Flashback
1
into
second.
you.
I do not believe that for 1 second.
What is the freaking?
My alignment is chaotic good.
I don't think a chaotic good would throw an arrow.
I didn't. I tossed it like a lawn dart.
Tossing it like a lawn dart will definitely activate it. Okay. Everybody raise your hand if you are above above a 19.
Fuck me.
Me.
Can I use a lucky or an advantage? I don't know.
You guys have inspiration.
Yeah, you guys all have
Oh, you
inspiration.
have inspiration. Yeah, let's use that D8.
It's not gonna help.
Shouldn't have been standing there.
Should have been throwing that stairs. I'm going to break this
Just
shaft.
got 19.
For the record, I was gonna do the same exact thing before I knew it was magic anyway. It's tremendous.
Right, who's using your inspiration?
I did, and it didn't help me.
I used up a lucky too, so. 6. Oh, thank Jesus.
What's yours now, Araigneé?
Dirty 20.
All right.
As opposed to a 4.
As you yeet that arrow, as it strikes the glass counter, you can see it just shatters. As you can hear the sound of thunder and the roar of what would be a dragon as it strikes. It honestly totally hits like an Overwatch fucking what's his name? Who shoots the arrows? Shit, I just lost his name. Hanzo. It actually hits like a Hanzo. As you can see a spectral blue dragon form and burst through the center of this store as lightning strikes inside everyone.
Hey, I did a physical arcana check on it, and it appears that there's a giant dragon spirit within this arrow.
Except the arrow's broken now. Is the old man dead? Have we just killed an old man?
We're gonna.
He has to count up our ouchies. He's
I
still
gotta
counting our
count the
ouchies.
ouchies.
I'm busy panicking. How much damage did we do to the store? Did we set off other items? Did we fucking murder this old man? They're gonna kick us out of the town.
They're definitely gonna kick us out of the town if we don't die first.
You guys take 45 points of lightning damage. The old man is very much unconscious at the moment. The shop is still there. Everything in luckily the arrow was pointed down because
staff and run.
Because this thing goes for 60 feet. So now there's just the Deckard Cain style, like, like fallen meteor, like down into the ground, sizzling. There's a lot of items that have been hit by lightning inside the store. There's a lot of things burned. It kind of looks like an electrical fire went off. And he's currently laying there very, very, very dead.
You said he was unconscious.
I mean, for him, for you guys would be unconscious and you would roll death saving throws, but for him, he's just dead. He's just dead at the moment because there is no death saving rolls for him.
So if we heal him, it does nothing? It did massive damage to him. He would have to be, if you have Revivify, you still have time.
Revivify on him.
And he looks very much like Doc Kane at this point. Just fucking.
And then I cast Cure Wounds on him. Let me find out what level.
How much damage did you say? 45 if we save, or 45?
45 if you don't save. You take half of that if you saved.
I cast Cure Wounds at the 5th level on him. So that's 5d8 plus 2.
Take 0 damage on the save because I get to use my uncanny dodge or whatever the fuck I have as a monk.
An arrow is incredibly powerful.
Outside. Outside. Right.
35 points of healing.
Yeah, he's.
I am so sorry. Are you okay?
It's gone.
Thank you. Oh, glasses have exploded. I'll be honest. I can see clearer than I've ever been able to see before.
I'm fucking casting mending on whatever I can. Also, like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Touch, mend.
I did ask you if you had any magical arrows. This whole situation could have been avoided.
I didn't know it was magical until your friend identified it. I certainly wouldn't have had it on the shelf.
I'm trying to pick up glass to no avail. My fingers are too fat.
My shop, oh god, my shop. Where's this hole? This has not been my year.
I'm sure you have insurance. Right? Insurance? You have shop insurance?
Insurance.
Do you remember the conversation we had earlier? You were being a dick.
I hope as a shopkeep you have insurance.
I don't have any insurance.
Well.
What can I mend?
Chat.
I'm just mending. I'm mending things. I'm using my cantrip to the best of its ability.
You You can fix, the handful of non-magical items. You can get the globe back on its base, and you can fix things, but there's still some, still that burn damage there, still kind of fucked up. Even though you can put it back together again, it'll never quite be the same.
I looked through my spells and I'm like, what can I do to help? And I literally just have like mainly destruction.
Can a greater restoration work on non-beings? Can it work on stores?
No, unfortunately, no. It doesn't quite work that way.
Is the floor of the shop made of stone?
No, it is not stone. It is wooden. It is wooden in nature.
Are there any stones around me?
There are no stones.
God damn it. I just want to use my cool stone shape spell. Come on.
My head.
Look, I'm really, really sorry about that. Didn't really think that one through.
You should just go on and wait outside for us. You too, Karkid, and I push them both towards the door.
All right. I'm, again, very sorry.
Don't touch anything. Hands in your pockets.
I didn't even do anything.
Hands in your loincloth. Out the door you go.
As you guys both
outside.
As you guys both go out the front door, there's Stanwyck with his hands crossed, just shaking his head. As there's about 6 other people outside past him. As you can see, the ancient expeditions building smoldering. You just couldn't help yourself, could you?
Look, that was a complete accident. That was like seriously an accident. I just tossed the thing and a big boom happened. Didn't know what it was. Swear. Tried to help.
Tried to help?
I tried to pick up glass. My fingers are too fat. Too thin.
You can see another portly man step up to the side where Stanwyck is standing, and it's kind of like if Bloody Buford had an overweight uncle that was dressed like Van Helsing. This would be it. A little bit of male pattern baldness and crossbows at the hilt. Full duster. As I say, you boys got a problem down here? Come in here, stirring shit up around town?
No, my friend's just an idiot.
Starting shit on the tavern, yeah? Yeah?
No,
Come over
he's
here,
a little
rustling up
slow
these business?
sometimes.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah?
He's just dumb. That's it. Just he's an idiot. That's it.
Look, I didn't go to school.
Yeah, we can tell that, boy.
He had something, he didn't know what it was, and it blew up in his face and almost killed us all. It was literally an accident. He's just stupid. Like he didn't go to school. It's fine. He doesn't know about magic.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh fuck.
Is that me too?
You don't even get one.
That's fair.
So I can't give you one for I didn't go to school.
That's just a fact.
That's just a fact.
12.
12. All right. We'll hold there. Zephyr and Araigneé that are in the shop. As you guys help help the old shop keep up back to his feet. You get a little bit of static electricity off of him. I'm sorry. I got a little residual in me.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
What is my name? He doesn't remember his name.
Oh no! I thought you were just trying to find a name with the dice.
Oh,
Wait, you said his name, and I was gonna write it down.
Yeah.
But I forgot to, and then I didn't remember.
You had your opportunity.
I was talking to the chat, and then I turned back to my notes, and I was like, I don't remember shit. Fucking short-term memory.
Can I call you Shoppy?
Winston? Something with a W? Tell me if I'm getting close here.
Winston doesn't ring a bell.
Doc.
Follow my finger. Follow my finger.
Oh.
No. There it is.
What? How are you feeling?
Strange. Very strange.
Do I have any helpful spells? What's wrong with me?
I can see abnormally well, and that is strange, but it also feels like I drank too much caffeine at the same time. It will take some time to clean up the shop.
I'm sorry. I did all that I could to try and fix things. I just feel terrible.
I see the fix, but I don't imagine I'll ever be able to sell any of these. Kind of an old saying in the shop, but if you break it, you bought it.
Well, maybe this can give you some coin. And I pull out the mirror with the Snapchat filter, and I give it to him. I say, "This is what I have. I know it's not much, but
perhaps good
fun."
We have in our possession several barrels of caviar and hot sauce. I imagine that would do quite well around here.
But I need a repaired shop to even think about selling it at the moment. I will need some actual cash to get back up on my feet again. I can't exactly take trade.
Be right back. I go outside and I go up to Klashgar. Money.
I give her all my money.
How much money is it?
Money, please.
I don't have a lot.
Well, you got the 125.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Still slowly dying in the real world. I have 250 gold.
I mean, if all that food was only 5 gold, surely 250 is a pretty good chunk.
I give her all of my gold.
Although he did say the staff was 3,000, so now I'm not so sure.
I think food's a little less expensive than magical items.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is the lightning seemed to go off in the main room and where the non-magical items were.
Yeah. Lord knows what would have happened if it would have gone off in the other one.
I give Klashgar 50 gold back, and I go back inside with the 200 gold in a little sack. I say, this is what we have to help you repair the damages.
This could get... Let's take care of the damages, and I would certainly still take the barrel of caviar. That would be... I could probably take care of this shop and the holes in the items. I could do that.
Very well, and I shall see if our friend who is currently repairing our ship, not from Klashgar, surprisingly doing damage to it, but he is very handy. Perhaps he has some suggestions to help you with your shop.
All right, sick dig.
And I go on the earphones. I'm like, Lockheart. We broke a shop.
Have you done now?
We broke a shop.
I would say we.
Well, yeah, Klashgar.
It was me. It was an accident.
Of course he did.
It
Well-
was an error. Not sure what it was. The guy did not even know it was magical, but it was, and he tossed it. So now there is a hole in this lovely gentleman's shop. We are needing perhaps we're going to get the barrel and bring it over here, but I was wondering, do you have any suggestions on what he could need to repair his hole? In the shop. Not his actual hole. The hole in the shop.
Wow.
Uh,
Words. Choice of words.
I just got back to the airship. I'll bring it back over into port. I'll come help your situation.
If it helps, I said sorry.
Thanks, Dad.
So now, yeah, hey. The portly version of of Van Helsing makes his way inside of the shop. Hey, hey, Paxton. Oh, that was my name, Paxton. Yes, yeah. They're gonna take care of you, yeah? They're gonna make it right over here. Gonna make things right. Yes, sir. It was an accident. It was an accident. He did not try to cause harm. It was partially my fault as well. It was a magical item. It was unlisted.
Thank goodness.
He's a really good dude.
It will be fine, Sheriff. It will be fine. They'll send to my shop. All right, now. Kind of nods and goes back outside. Yeah. You too.
Excuse.
What? Yes, ma'am.
She said your name was Sheriff. You look kind of familiar in a strange way. My name is Araigneé. We are obviously new to these parts and apologize for the misunderstandings and damages. We are certainly going to try and make everything right, but what was your name?
My name is Sheriff Hayhurst. Yeah.
Hayhurst. And you're from these parts, I'm guessing? We are just in this area. We've been trying to help a friend who is from here.
Your friend? Well, I can see you're quite doing a good job of helping out here.
Yes, well, we shall certainly be very careful about what we touch.
If you could do me a favor and not stir up any more over here, there.
We shall
Boys?
certainly try.
All right. Be on with you. And the sheriff begins to make his way. Waddle back out as well. Does the peanut gallery. Well, you've currently made an entrance here in town.
At least we did not blow it up.
Since I don't have any more customers, why don't we decide to talk about this haunted house then, shall we? And that's where we will end this week.
Wait, go destroy things that need to be destroyed.
You're welcome.
Hard.
You're welcome for the intrigue.
No one said thank you.
You're welcome.
No one said thank you.
Can we fuck up more stuff in one night?
This is pretty on brand. Pretty on brand.
Never. I think that's the most I've accidentally fucked things up in a row. Like never have I just walked into a town and just fucked up so many sequences.
You say accidentally.
Everything. You broke everything.
I didn't try to.
All
I
right,
got stabbed first and I found an arrow.
go ahead and write down. You guys have a 1d8 inspiration.
Got it. That was a good one. Sorry.
Very tempted to be like, I'm very sorry, sir. Perhaps if you draw a card from here, it'll make it better.
Oh,
no.
God! Oh, God! Oh,
Please.
you
Just
know,
3 wishes.
it certainly could have gone down that way.
Oh man. There was somebody in chat that was like, if he's being a dick, threaten to throw it again. I was like, oh my god.
That old man was probably the nicest person that we've met.
Oh, absolutely. I legit was getting like secondhand like embarrassment. Like, and me as a person, I was like, oh man, we fucked this up, man.
I know, it's actually a dude who's a complete honest shopkeeper, you know? Like,
Right.
by the port.
I will like to say, as we leave, I would like to also leave. I have an emerald in my pocket. I have just random gems in my pocket that I have noted. So I'm gonna leave an emerald as well. 75 gold pieces.
All right. The karma has been noted, and Lockheart is coming back to to help Bob the Builder this fucking place back together.
To be fair as well, we have to be pretty good at rebuilding things because we rebuilt Mudang Dong. And we rebuilt the inn when it got exploded.
True.
It is dangerous being a hero,
Klashgar,
okay?
he's that young private that just got to Iraq that picked up an unexploded ordnance that he shouldn't have and just like tossed it over his shoulder. He's like, I don't know what this is.
To the pile. What is this, an old like tire rim? What is it? Just toss it.
I was like, you lawn darted it? Yes, I lawn darted it. Oh God.
That was your chance to be like, no, just joking.
Oh no,
I set it up on the counter gently.
nope. I stick to my character, and that's what I would have done. Well, the best part is I had no idea what it did. I was like, yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
There it is.
he didn't either. I had to roll for it. Yeah, it landed on the blue dragon arrow.
That's hilarious.
We even rolled for cool shit that we no longer get. That is your fault.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, maybe your good karma will produce some results, but yeah, no magical items for you.
I will just be happy if we don't blow up another shop.
I can't wait for Bloody Beaver to come back.
He'll actually probably be relieved because he'll be like, oh, it's not just me that fucks everything up, because it's all of us. We all do it. We all are shit at talking to people, and we all fuck everything up.
Buford, we fucked up your hometown.
Hometown. Not quite.
Man, I legit felt horrible. It hit me for real. And I'm over here like I'm trying to like. I was about to say something and I kept coughing and I kept like hitting the mute button. I'm like, oh my god, I can't even defend myself. Oh.
Good shit, guys.
God.
We'll go ahead and wave goodbye to this VOD. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye bye.
Dos Vedans.
Bye guys.